need that sports encyclopedia. Where you at, Steve Kim? Got Trent in the cut.
What are you?
He's the best. Yeah. He's a master motivator.
I'm a master motivator. I ain't no regular ass motivator. I'm a fucking master.
Coaches tried to make practice so hard that the game was less intrusive. Like they coached you that way. Like people think, well, they were just yelling. No, they were trying to put you under stress and put you in under duress so that when you got in the game, you could mentally handle adversity.
If you go through JUCO and you make it out of JUCO, you can make it anywhere.
I respect the hell out of you to see that you're doing what you're doing and still doing what you're doing for real, the way you do it, man. From day one, you had the same enthusiasm. You keep the same enthusiasm, and it's fucking contagious.
In my opinion, I think Shador Sanders is the best deep ball in college football. I don't think
Can you just say something nice about Shador Sanders?
I love talking ball. It's nice to connect with guys that are like-minded and just are real and genuine.
And I'll proudly stand up next to you all. God bless America.
You said belt to ass, T-Rich. You got the belt around you.
What up? It's Free Game Friday. We are here. It's the business. Pound that like, subscribe, become a member. It's the end of the week. Short week, but long week. It's damn near a short week, but it was a damn near a long week. Speaking of Smitty, let's bring him right in, man. Far East Sider, his Naptown Pacers got it done. Game 7 is here. It's imminent. Joe Accord, Smitty showdown soon, Monday morning. They will have it out right here live when the champion is crowned. So our Far East Sider 317, LeBron hairline having, Lamar Jackson loving, and AR5 defending. The new Pacer fan, Caitlin Clark jocking, Big Smitty. Big Game Friday. Where was you at last night, homie?
With the Halliburton. Where was I at last night? I went to the homie crib, man. The homie Paul invited me over, man, to a little barbecue. Went to his crib, man. We had pork rib, beef ribs, brisket, cornbread, greens, catfish, lobster tails, chips, dip. We had, grape Hawaiian punch. We had lemonades. We had jungle juice. We had tequila. We had whiskey. We had the game on in the backyard, multiple TVs set up, in-ground pool, just chilling, man, with the fellas, man. Some of my OG homies. Shout out to my homie Turn. You know what I mean? If you know, you know. Shout out to the homie Matt. Matt pulled up. You know what I mean? Homie Matt. So had a good time.
McChesney?
Matt Barnes. Our homie Matt. So had a good time, man. Was just chilling, got in the pool, had a few drinks, watched the Pacers beat the out of OKC. I ain't gonna cuss us only the first 5 minutes of the show, but you know what I just said. And we're going to game 7, baby. I told y'all the series was not gonna end in my city. It was gonna be too loud. Too many people was gonna be there. Mike Epps was there. Reggie Miller was there. Lance Stevenson was there. Mark Jackson was there. It was too many OGs in the building for us to lose that day, to lose that night. Halliburton looks a lot healthier than what we thought. Shout out to him for going out there and doing this thing. And shout out for the team for just pulling together. 6 players scored in double figures. TJ McConnell, that's a bad white boy. That's a bad white boy. Pascal Siakam, Neesmith, all of them. But it wouldn't be us, though, today. Without Young Bailey in the background, Young JB, and people like Trash Panda OKC, Quinn, Souls of Thought, Cole Vaden, Jared M., Boston Richie, of course, and many more. So it's Free Game Friday. We're going to talk about everything. And I'm feeling good, Jason.
McConnell's really shitty. He just he's in an era that is so soft that he can do what he wants, and like guys like him and Austin Reeves and what's the other dude's name for OKC? They used to be with the Rams. I mean the Rams.
Yeah, what's his name? He be hooping too though.
Yeah, what's his name? Corso or not
Caruso.
They're horrible. Let's be
No,
honest.
don't do that. Don't do that.
Let's be honest. They're really horrible. They're just in a league. They're just in an era. Could be honest. Damn well those three white dudes right there. We just named wasn't gonna do shit back in the day. Stop it. Don't give them that credit.
No, they actually probably would have hooped back in the days. Y'all had some white dudes who were similar to them that used to hoop.
Yeah, like Jeremy Lin, right?
Dan Marley. Like you had some guys that was white.
Those are different cats. Stop.
What you mean?
Tom Chambers.
Mark Price on me. Mark Price on me. Keep it real.
Stockton. You're gonna put these guys on their level. Stop.
I didn't say Stockton's Hall of Famer. I didn't say that. That's why I didn't mention Stockton. He's a Hall of Famer. That's different.
These guys are horrible. They're horrible. They're average white dudes.
I had hella average white dudes back in the days. Actually, the league was made up of that.
No, and they didn't play like that. That's what I'm saying. These guys are playing big minutes. Like, they're shitty. Bottom line is, Game 7 is good for NBA. And guess what? Two small markets playing in Game 7. This is helping the NBA. That's all we could ask for. Shit.
I told y'all this was going to be the better series. And I love hockey. But something about this right here, man, just special, man.
The hockey series actually teetered off.
It did late.
Florida, I don't know if Edmonton got hurt, banged up. I don't know, but Florida dominated them towards the end there. Even the game that Edmonton came back in down 4-0 or whatever. And what game was that? 4, I think.
Game 4, I think.
Tie it up 2-2. They were down big, 3-0, 4-0. Came back, went to overtime and won.
Yeah.
Even that game, man, that must have expended all their energy because after that they got blown out back in Edmonton 5-2, and then they get blown out in Game 6 to win it. So I don't know. The NHL kind of started off great, overtime game, overtime thriller, double overtime, and then after that it was not a very good series. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I love this picture right here we got in between us though, because you didn't watch this play. Phenomenal play. Went down course. Halliburton stole the ball. Looked around, dribble. OKC defenders came to him. No look, spin around, pass to Siakam. Catches the ball, runs down court. What jumps up? Yeah. The crowd went crazy. At that point, I knew the game was over, homie. I like us in Game 7 on Sunday. Tune in, homie. I like us. I might put big money on the Pacers. Big money.
What time's the game at?
It has to be in the evening after church and everything. So if I had to guess, probably like 5:30 our time. If I had to guess.
Damn, I gotta pull the yacht out the water Sunday, man.
Why though?
Summer maintenance, man. Before the summer hit, I don't want to have to. You know what I'm saying? I want to be ready to go. 4th of July is right around the corner. I gotta pull it out. You gotta pull a boat out every couple. At least a couple times a year. So maybe check the bottom. Salt water is bad on boats, man. So I gotta go check the bottom. I gotta get my trim tabs fucked with because they're not trimming all the way down. Make sure the boat gets leveled off right when you're riding it. I want to take it on some. I want to take on some trips this summer. So you don't want to pull it out in the middle of the summer. You know what I mean? And
I hate pulling out.
Yeah, so I love pulling out. I don't like. It's too sensitive. It's too sensitive for me. My shit too sensitive. So I like pulling it out, and then I got to put on the trailer, and then that's
you prefer to pull it out and then finish that way versus
yeah. Like so I want to see it like on the bitch face or something. So let's we got a lot going. Huh? Oh nah, that's definitely not. I don't want to do that. I don't want babies. I hate babies too.
Well, they're on birth control. But I want to say this though before we move forward. Nah, because you got to think you want to finish how you got there. So if you're already in the motion, you don't have to stop and then what I mean?
Not fun at all. Leah, what do you got? What do you like?
What you mean?
Anyway,
Why you ask Leah that?
I just want to ask what's happening.
Leah's not even here today. I want to say this though. Today's the first day of summer, and it's the longest day of the year. So it's the first official day to summer.
Yesterday in Arizona was.
No. Today is.
I'm saying in the country though. The longest day of the year started yesterday. Was in Arizona.
Well, longest day of California or so. I saw it.
Might be Cali. But
today's the first official day of summer. So enjoy yourself, y'all. Go outside.
Tomorrow's Kansas.
We don't care about Kansas at all. Don't ever bring up Kansas on the show no more. We're never bringing up anybody from Last Chance U. Any former players, we're past that point. We're not bringing them back on the show. Anything connected to Kansas, we're not on that.
Then like 4 days, it's Utah has the longest day.
We definitely care about Utah.
And then in 6 days, it's Alabama has the longest day.
Alabama,
but anyway,
we kind of like.
Let's dive into the lead-in, Smitty, real quick. Because as you know, we haven't even started the show. As you know, I am the biggest second chance guy, probably on planet Earth. But usually I give second chances to guys who actually make it to the yard. Smitty and I call the yard the football field, the gridiron. That's what we were told when we were younger. Make it to the yard. That's the football field for us out there, for all the casuals that don't know. So second chances usually came to guys who made it to the yard. Shador Sanders hasn't played a snap yet after dropping in the draft to the 5th round for whatever reasons are out there floating around. We've all heard the reasons, rumors, whatever you want to call them. This isn't a big deal. That quote comment, this isn't a big deal, JB. I keep hearing that. This isn't a big deal. I just want to be clear. I need you to stop saying that. It is a big deal, homie. Everything you do matters. Everything. It is not in your job description to do this shit. You are a quarterback, not a first overall pick quarterback, not a first round quarterback, not even a second round quarterback. You're a 5th round pick for whatever reason. And I'm not even bashing the fact that you got picked in the 5th round. You're a 1%er on planet Earth. A lot of you casuals don't understand. He still got drafted. He's still very good. And he's still going to have an opportunity to compete for a starting position in the NFL, whether it's this year or moving forward. Not only because of his name, but because he does throw a good ball. He does throw a good deep ball. Now, do I believe he's going to be any good? No, I don't. I've said it. But I'm not going to bash the kid for being drafted in the 5th round. I wasn't drafted in the 5th round. A lot of you guys don't understand how hard it is to be drafted in the NFL. So the kid's already made it to that point. Now, having said that, having multiple speeding tickets before ever taking a snap is the issue I have. And so does the league. Usually when it comes to a 5th round pick. 5th round picks don't get a lot of opportunities to fuck up off the football field. It's just the history lessons have shown us. So this type of shit isn't in a quarterback's job description. It simply is not, Smitty. I am not going to crush the kid over 2 speeding tickets, and I'm not showing up and not showing up to court for the first one and all that old shit. But I do stack shit up when you give me shit to stack. This isn't in the job description of a quarterback. We have seen immature QBs get drafted much higher than Sanders, who flopped and has busted and drowned in their own shortcomings. So don't ignore it. It is quarterback, people. It's not wide receiver, DB, tight end, linebacker. This is the face of your franchise. And this particular face is much more talked about already without having multiple speeding tickets before ever taking a snap for the franchise who drafted you. Now, let me say this, Smitty, real quick before we dive into the whole show and get your rebuttal. Now, let me say this to defend the human element of this. Shador Sanders has a father, Deion Sanders, who's not doing well from everything that I've heard from a few buddies of mine. How true that is, I have no clue. But I was young once, and my dad was not only sick, but died. And I did some dumb shit that wasn't the smartest or the best decisions either. So let me say that. But I also wasn't playing at the time or competing for a job either. So, but what do I know, Smitty? Before we dive into the quote of the day, that was my lead in. I wanted to be as fair as I possibly can because everyone keeps talking about it and keeps hearing about it. We've heard a lot of different people in the media bring it up. Like I said, I'm not going to really villainize the kid over 2 speeding tickets, but he hasn't played yet, and it's a quarterback. And I think quarterback position is just held differently. It's carried differently, and you can't do certain shit, especially as a 5th rounder. You're not a first rounder, Smitty. You know, first rounders get more passes. 5th rounders usually don't. I would argue that this particular 5th rounder is probably only getting this much pass because of his dad. So, but anyway. What's your take on the second speeding ticket coming out and in fruition, and he hadn't gone to court on the first one and blah, blah, blah. Now we're here.
Yeah, I mean, he just got to be more responsible. It's that simple. And just in general, he should be more responsible, but especially who he is, knowing that he's in the limelight at all times, every single thing he does. whether people look at it as big or small, it's gonna be presented as big every single time. So, and to your point, the thing that I really do agree with you on is that playing the quarterback position is different in other positions at all levels, but especially at the NFL level. That's why they get paid the big bucks. So you just gotta, I'm not saying you gotta literally be perfect, but like stuff like this that's very controllable, you do want to stay away from it. Now, obviously, I know yesterday I told you guys that, like, on my end, I'm not looking at it, in a way where I'm like, oh my God, like I'm not panicking. But at the same time, to JB's point, it's not something that you want your quarterback to, to be involved in. You don't want to hear the noise of anything when it comes to your QB. So I feel you on that. I think he'll be fine. I think he'll learn from it. I mean, like I said, it's hard for me to, go in and go in on anybody, who's speeding or getting tickets like that. Because I know I've done it before. I've gotten speeding tickets in Indiana. I remember when I was like in my early 20s, I got like 2 tickets in Indiana, like in the same year, one going to Ball State, coming off the exit. They got me. I came off the exit, off the highway, and just was still kind of going. If you've been to Muncie, you'll know what I'm talking about, but it's kind of like this street where you kind of still just rolling. And I just, just not even thinking, not even trying to be immature, just rolling in your zone, got pulled over, boom,
Did you miss court?
No,
Did you fear missing court?
Did
like
I
in the
fear
back of your head?
court?
Yeah, like in the back of your head, like we either.
Yeah, I don't play with like the law and stuff like that. I don't even. Yeah. If I gotta go to court, if I gotta pay a ticket, like
you knew.
I try to buy tickets immediately. I pay tickets immediately. Like
you
I had
knew
to
when
go
it was.
online and do my little test. Like
it was in your head. You knew when it was. You knew. You knew when it was. You had a dad that was like, but we don't miss fucking court.
Right.
Like
right.
I had a daddy that I feared out of respect. No, not that he was gonna beat my ass, but out of fear that I was going to let him down if I didn't go to court, if I did something fucked up. Or when I went to jail, I feared letting him down.
Right.
This kid has a privilege around him that I just can't fathom. For a quarterback who got drafted in the 5th round, there's no way you miss court. There's just no way to miss court on the first one. The privilege is what I look at, and I'm starting to question, is that going to be too much? Is there a reason he fell in the 5th round? All those things are now giving everyone else ammunition as to why you fell in the 5th round. For all the shit we defended, and we've seen the defense of him dropping in the 5th round, now it's making all those people say, well, you were right. He was right. We were right. He dropped in the 5th round because look what's happening. See, that's not our fault. That's not our fault. You're giving this motherfucker ammunition. You're giving all these people ammunition, homie. That's why I used to coach the way I did. That's why I taught these kids the way I did. Hey, Shedeur, guess what? I surely don't have to talk to you about driving fast as a quarterback, but guess what? You heard of a guy named Henry Ruggs? Did you see what happened? Did you see he's trying to get back in the league? You see what's going on with that? He killed some people going fast. Now, yeah, he was drinking. You weren't. I get it. But guess what? Still same thing. We saw it, right? He was an NFL player that maybe ruined his career. This is how we used to coach, Smitty. We used to teach off of lessons we saw that were out there. I don't understand why cats can continue to see this. Now, I understand. I already said it. The human element is human. I get it. Humans fuck up. We make mistakes. We're human. I get all that. And I'm all for giving you a second shot. But this cat hasn't made it to the yard yet. Like, this is not a guy that's balled out for our franchise. Remember, I've had a lot of shitbirds on me. Don't get it twisted. But they gave me product. They gave me performance. They gave me a reason to, does the risk outweigh the reward? Does the reward outweigh the risk? Right now, I don't know, homie. It does that. Does it? I'm just saying, 5th round, and I got to deal with this shit. I'm just telling you, the NFL is usually not very forgiving in that manner for a 5th rounder. But who knows? We'll see what happens. We'll see how this thing unfolds. Hopefully, he learns and figures it out. But I don't really have sympathy for guys that do that. Even though Smitty and I broke it down yesterday, we've all sped. We've all done dumb shit. I mentioned it in my lead-in. My dad was sick and died. I did dumb shit. So I'm not going to villainize the kid over being dumb and driving fast. But when the shit starts stacking up, Smitty, I start to take it at ground level. I wanted to show one video because I was actually surprised hearing this one, but Colin Cowherd came out and had a very interesting take about Shedeur. I put it in the private chat. Bailey, are you looking like you don't know? Fuck, homie. Wake the fuck up, man. Worry about my motherfucking show. Shit.
We do have a special guest that's in the building too, though.
Put it in.
Baby.
Put that video real quick. I want to show this real quick before Austin Carr, legendary Austin Carr, joins the show. Your guy, Smitty.
Yeah, no, I saw him go in. But you know, Colin.
What'd you think about him?
No, this is as expected from Colin. Colin is kind of like, I'll say he's like you in the sense when it comes to quarterbacks, he's real like you got to almost be perfect for Colin. Any signs of anything, he's gonna go in, kind of judge you. You know what I'm saying? So he's always been consistent with that. Whether it was when Baker got drafted, whether any QB at all, you know what I'm saying? Little things. Yeah. Wearing your hat backwards is always a funny thing.
They're like, bro, we're laughing watching this. It matters. New information. Legendary. 100 miles an hour. Judgment is 50% of being a quarterback. When you fall to 144 in the draft and then try to match that number behind the wheel of a car, I don't think the same. You ignored signs with Manziel and Baker. And apparently, based on the traffic violation, Shedeur was avoiding some signs too. The ones that say stop. I feel differently today. I'm not as high on him. I'm not sure he's mature enough. Now I'm going to have to like Kenny Pickett.
Smitty, I mean, listen, I'm not going to go that far, but I said what I said, and it's very similar, like you said. We got a little bit of the same ideology on this, but at the end of the day, quarterback job descriptions don't float around with the quarterback position. I don't care who it is. I don't care who you are, but especially fifth rounders. It is what it is. You're on a shorter leash. You know that as a fifth round. But Smitty, right out the gate, man, we got a legend, NBA legend, longtime Cleveland Cavalier, Dallas Maverick, Washington Bullets. Smitty, you were too young to even know what the Washington Bullets were. But we can't thank him enough. Our main man, Austin Carr, joining the show right out the gate here.
How you doing, guys? What's up?
Austin, how you doing, brother?
Doing amazing. Thanks for joining us.
Good.
Appreciate you hopping in. Hell yeah. Appreciate you hopping in here with us, man. Let me get your take right out the gate. Old school, cut from a different cloth, paid in the old days when we could clothesline you and it was just a regular common foul.
That's right.
What's your take on last night's game as this game gets forced to a Game 7? Two small markets actually playing for a Game 7. Got to be good for the NBA, right?
Oh, yeah. You know, the league loves that. I mean, actually, that's what the doctor ordered for two small markets. They had the Game 7. When you look at last night's game, I mean, the Pacers, which they did to us, they defend you at three or four different levels. They can do whole court, three-quarter court, half court, and then they double team in the half court situation. They did a good job last night of double teaming, and the way they double team them coming from the baseline, as far as they don't give up that pass. Once you double team and you're coming on the top side, you give up that pass to the baseline. They didn't give that up. They forced them to make the passes outside, and they weren't hitting those shots. And but when they're hitting those shots, they're tough. But I'd still give the edge to OKC, because now that Jalen has come to life, I mean, and they all going to play better at home, it's hard to stop both him and Alexander. It's hard to stop both of them. Your defense, they don't allow you 10 guys out there to stop them. So it's going to be tough. But if the Pacers are hitting their shots, they can be hard to handle.
For the youngsters right here, before Smitty dives in, for the youngsters out there, can you explain how great Wes Unfield was in his prime? I don't think people know.
No, they don't understand. I mean, and as a rookie, I tried to stop one of those chest-high full-court passes he used to throw, and almost broke my hand because I missed it a little bit because it was coming so hard. I really didn't want to grab it, so I kind of half-heartedly went after it and almost broke one of my fingers. And but that guy was tough, man. I mean, the biggest man I had ever seen as far as girth is concerned, and solid too, strong. I mean, and then I got to meet some of his family. His whole family is like that. His older brother, all of them were like huge, man. But He was a great player, and I mean, and everything he earned, everything he got, he earned it.
No doubt.
Man, for sure. No, again, I'm gonna go back to this current series right now. Let me ask you, since you have the experience, why is it that the Pacers have been just the underdogs every single game in this series? Whether it's after they won a game and stole one at OKC, whether it seems like no matter what they do, they've just been the underdogs, and people just don't believe in them. Like, what? I mean, it's like they have to just win the championship for anybody to put some respect on their name.
You're right. I mean, I'm starting to get, because even in our series, even though they were beating us, they beat us 4-1. Every game they were underdogs. But I mean, I don't understand that either, because the team is a solid team. They got a great coach. He makes great adjustments. I mean. But I don't understand why the people who the people who come up with the odds, why they don't give them any respect. But they seem to thrive on that kind of situation. They seem to like that. So all that does is adds fuel to their fire.
No, 100%, and kind of going back to your playing days. Back in the 70s, the game was obviously different, difficult. Yeah, and I just from my own knowledge itself as well. You still cover the game today, played in that era. Right. What are the biggest differences in today's game versus like your time when you were playing?
Well, one of the differences is the size of the people doesn't matter now. When you were a big guy, you played in the paint. I mean, that was it. You don't ask us to put you in a guard position. A guy like Kevin Durant, there's no way at his size he's gonna let him play a guard position. That wasn't gonna happen. And so, which means he had to change his game. He had to become a physical player, because they was gonna beat his little skinny ass up. So I mean, that was just the way the game was played. And relying on the three. Sometimes the one team that I know, I hate watching the Celtics play because of my understanding of the game, how I played the game, because they make a mockery of the game with the 3-point shot. And if they're not hitting, because they don't do anything inside, if they're not hitting and they get nothing from the interior, unless Jaylen Brown is going in there, I mean, or Holiday attacking the hoop, they don't really get much inside. But if they're hitting threes, you can't beat them. And they happen to be able to. Maybe that's why it took them so long to win a championship, seven straight years. But it's just weird watching them play, because playing against them, it was just it was unbelievable, because every time it was almost like clockwork. When they're hitting the threes, we couldn't beat them. When they hit the threes, we could beat them, and we could come back. We came back a couple times from a 20-point deficit like it was nothing, because they start missing threes, and they have a tendency. They're like a spoiled team. When they don't hit threes, they just kind of, we're not hitting our threes. You know what I mean?
Hey, I love that. I love that take. Hey, let me ask you something. What changed the game? We've had this debate. It's Steph Curry hitting all these deep threes, or is it the Dirk Nowitzkis of the world that you just talked about, the 7-footers, the Euro player, the Euro style big, the Jokers, and all these guys who have taken the game outside on the perimeter? Whereas you just mentioned, we're used to seeing Shaq down on the box. Is it the 7-foot shooting three, or was it Steph Curry that changed it for everybody?
I think the game has changed because the big people are more talented now. I mean, when you look at it, all these guys are like Durant. He's 6'11", 6'10", 6. I mean, and they all. I mean, the Joker, he can't jump over a phone booth, but he plays that perimeter game, and such a great passer on the perimeter. It's just changed the way things are played now, because you can they use him as a guard, and what that does, it takes away all of the. Whatever your big man does, if he can't play in space against the Joker, you're dead, because he's gonna be in space the whole game, and he's not gonna be able to sit there and be a center. He's gonna have to play more like a forward, and so that's changed the game completely. I think it's just the bigger people can do more now and are allowed to do more, whereas in my day the big people were not allowed to do but a certain thing. That was it.
Let me ask you this real quick, because we've had all these different guys on, and we've always asked this question. But like you covering it still and having played it at that time against watching it now, are you seeing the lack thereof of fundamentals being developed here in the States though versus like the Euro?
Yeah, Coach, I'm telling you, this is the higher version of AAU basketball. Most of these guys have no idea what drop steps are. They don't understand none of the game because all they have been allowed to do is get the ball. I'll give you the ball. You go play. Yeah. Unless they've done it on their own, they don't really understand plays. They don't know how to move. It just happens. And you can see it in certain guys that haven't been able to make the adjustment, but have the talent to go. The young man that plays guard in Houston, he's great talent, but he just doesn't have that understanding of the game. What is his name? Jalen something.
Jalen Green, right?
Green. That young man is so talented, but he just doesn't know how to play. But he's learning. Udoka is showing him how to play the game, and he's going to be unbelievable when he finally starts to understand how well he could set up other guys, which would make his job a lot easier.
How much of it is coach's inability to get through and coach the kid now? Now I'm saying the kid, but I mean this highly paid asset now that these teams are grabbing. These guys are making more money than we've ever seen, much more than the coach. And how hard is it now when you got guys getting paid in college? How hard is it to get through to them? I couldn't imagine coaching these guys right now because they're all going to look at you like you got shit on your face. Like, I make more money than you. I ain't got to listen to you. Is this harder now to coach? Is this harder to coach right now?
Yes. But that's why you have to do your due diligence on a guy, not just as a talent, but as his personality too. When you start getting these guys you're going to pay all this money to, it's more than just his talent you got to understand. Because if you don't understand, if he's not coachable that way, then you got a problem. See, and to me, that's where the Pacers have gotten people. People don't understand how those guys have they bought in. You got to get guys that's going to buy in. And if you don't get enough of them on the team to squash some of the other guys a little bit, then you're going to have a tough time getting over to these guys now because – like to me, one of the like I'm hoping that Luka, being with LeBron, will understand what it means to be in shape. Because in shape Luka would dominate the league. Because that dude can flat out get it, but he just does not believe. I mean, because it comes too easy to him, so he doesn't understand how important being in shape would be to his game. Mm-hmm. I mean, he could turn the whole thing around overnight if he gets into the proper mindset and being in physical shape to play the game. I mean, because I love his game. He just doesn't have enough stamina when it gets down to this kind of basketball. What they're playing now, see, what they're playing now, man. And I love watching what they're doing now because people who understand the game of basketball, this is good ball. This series is good basketball, man. They're not playing. They're not worrying about the perimeter game. They take it when it happens. But everything is, man, I love watching, what's his name, Alexander. When he gets to that top of that key, and the Pacers are only guarding with one man, that's dead. You're dead. Because he's going to score 90% of the time.
Either score or he goes to the free throw line. Either way.
Go to the free throw line. So when he gets to that point, you better get two guys on him, make him give it up. And they did a good job of doing that last night, but it's just solid ball. You can see what's going on out there. There's nothing crazy going on, and nobody's shooting crazy threes all the time. Even though it helps because a 20-point lead means nothing now because if you get three. As a matter of fact, last night there was a point when the game was pretty tight. It was getting tight, and Nembhard.
Yep.
Hit 2 or 3 threes in a row.
8 points in a row.
Whole game changed. So it changes the game, has a big effect on the game. I just don't think you can win consistently only focusing on the 3-point shot.
100%. I agree with you. fully. I think real basketball fans are appreciating this NBA Finals. This is a great matchup.
Let me ask both of you, Smitty. Let me ask both of you this. To his point, you just mentioned these two small market teams playing real basketball right now. Right. Let me ask you this: do you think it's because the big three or searching out that big three is dying, and now we're having more organic draft pick guy? You know what I'm saying? Because when you're a big three and you got KD and Bradley Beal and Booker, everybody's trying to get theirs. These two teams seem to like, all right, we got a Halliburton and we got a SGA, but end of the day, we're trying to get our guys involved. We're not really worried about a big three. It seems more like organic with the small market, no?
Yeah. Well, what we're noticing now is it's starting to flip to where it's about 9, 10 deep, and you got to have a second team because the Pacers beat you with their second team.
They bench is balling, yes.
They bench is balling, man. They're wearing you out. And what's his
Mathorn?
name? The little
McConnell, TJ McConnell.
Ooh, Lord.
He a bad white boy, ain't he?
He can get it, but he gets inside. He's tough, and I just like watching that style of play and what they're doing, because to me, that's basketball. That's what it's all about. But I really like the fact that that both of them, that both teams together it's about, they can grind it out, but they also have the ability to wear you out. So it's a good series, I think. In Game 7, the league couldn't ask for anything better.
100%. Let me ask you this: going back to your days here, being a number 1 overall pick, 1971. Right. Talk about the pressure, if any, that you felt during that time. Just understanding that you are the number 1 overall draft pick, and just kind of the expectations that comes along with it. Were those heavy? Did you feel that, or no?
Oh yeah, I mean, you can't help but feeling it, because when I came to Cleveland, man, we were at the bottom of the bottom, and so and I had been used to winning, so I'm like, whoa, man, and then all of a sudden, and kind of my role in college was more because we didn't have a lot, so I had to put the points on the board, so I really didn't get into the individuals and how to bring them along and how to make sure everybody's included. And so when I got to the pros, I realized quickly, because we was getting our butts kicked so much, I said, wait a minute, something's different here. I got to figure this out.
Right.
And realizing that, hey, you got guys, they got families, they got contracts they're trying to get. I mean, so you got to figure all that stuff out and how to bring it together to make it work. Uh-oh. You still there?
Yeah, we are. We're good.
But my screen just went blank here.
we still see you and hear you.
Okay, good. And so that basically, but I didn't feel the pressure. All I felt, I guess the only pressure I really felt was every night, every team sent their best at me. So I had to figure out, I had to start giving the ball up, because in college I didn't have to do that.
Right.
So in the pros I had to start understanding. But back then the pros were different. The pros helped you more. Like, I got a lot of knowledge from Wes, from Oscar. I mean, all those guys, man, they kind of like let you know, hey, no, you can't do it this way, homie.
yeah.
That kind of stuff, and they helped you, and because that's just what it was about. And but I'll never forget though how I remember I had twisted my ankle a couple games into the season, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, oh man, I don't know if I can play. So Butch Beard walked by me. He said, Rook, can you walk? I said, yeah. He said, well, I think you better get taped up because we're trying to win.
Hey, Austin, I got to ask you, as you cover this NBA, one of the most iconic franchises ever was sold yesterday, and the Buss family, legacy is gone for the most part now, even though Jeannie will stick around. But what's your take on this Lakers selling right now? Since Dr. Jerry Buss has passed away and Jeannie taking over, everyone has their own opinions on the Lakers organization. I'm here in LA, been a Laker fan my whole life, seeing this thing. We got Michael Cooper on our show every week. What's your takeaway from this sell?
It's interesting. I never thought, Coach, that it would be an NBA team that would sell for $10 billion before an NFL team was sold for something like that. I mean, I just never thought that we had that type of situation that building into something like that. I mean, I never believed it. That's an awful lot, and to see it happen like that it's amazing. The sky's the limit, I guess. But we used to sit back and say when guys started making $1 million, we used to sit back and say, man, I never thought we'd ever get to this point. He signed for $1 million.
The times have changed.
The times have definitely changed, but wow, it is unbelievable. But there's going to be a lot of, because the way he manages the Dodgers, I mean, he's going to definitely put his money where his mouth is, but at the same time, he's going to expect results. And so I'm anxious to see how it's going to turn out. But it's not bad to sell a team and also keep your job, which Jeannie has done.
Agreed. No, I agree with you on that. For
no
sure.
doubt.
You know, it could be. It's going to be weird not having like the Butts family. You know, own it just from the nostalgia of it, and that's all we've ever known. But at the same time, it could be a blessing in disguise. Let me ask you this. I'm gonna switch gears. Let me ask you this: is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar the greatest player of all time, or should he get more of that? And the reason I ask that is during your career, he was really like on top. He had 6 MVPs, champion, and I don't feel like he gets enough respect in terms of the greatest of all time discussion. It's always Jordan, it's always LeBron, but it's never Kareem. How good was Kareem?
I'm telling you, I played against Kareem since I was in the 9th grade. I played against Kareem in the 9th grade in Madison Square Garden. And I'm telling you, I don't understand why people don't give him the respect he deserves. There's nobody in the history that could. I don't understand why. If a man can score 38,000 points shooting a hook shot, nobody else thinks it's a good shot to shoot. There's no way. I shot a hook shot at my size. Why? Because it was an easy shot to get over the opponent. So, and I shot it with both hands. So it didn't make it because it was easy shot to execute if you learn how to do it. And so I don't understand some of these big guys who can't shoot a lick. They can learn how to shoot that shot easily, and it would help them a lot. But they just don't. But believe me, Kareem was the best I've ever seen as far as talent, as far as being able to be a big man that had mobility, could do anything he wanted to do with the ball. I mean, and I'm just surprised that nobody else really gives him the credit that he deserves, because he deserves a lot. And people who understand the game and who've seen him do his thing, they understand what he means to the game and what he meant to the game. And it's just that the today's people who understand the game, they pretty much have forgotten about Kareem. I mean, but they've done it with all the. I mean, man, Oscar Robertson, come on, man, not put his name in one of the best ever. I mean, this dude, he told me one time, he said, AC, if I know the triple double was going to be a big thing, I'd have done it every night. I said, yeah, I know, big fella. I've watched you do it to me.
Hey, Austin, let me ask you a historic question real quick, because you got to play against Kareem as a youngster. I assume that was at Power Memorial.
Yes.
Let me ask you, the Earl Manigault, the GOAT, the story, and all the people that probably don't know who he was or what have you. Did you ever get a chance to play him or see him?
Yes. When I used to play in the Rucker. And when I was growing up, it was the Rucker was it, man. It was, I mean, the GOAT was the GOAT. I mean, he could flat out, boy. I mean, I used to watch him, Nate Archibald, and what is the guy's name? He played Milwaukee, offered him a contract, and he turned it down. What was his name? He was a street guy. I can't think of his name now. But anyway, those three guys used to put on some shows at the Rucker that was just unbelievable. And I used to sit there and watch him. I mean, it was just great. But Earl was tough, man. He could do it all. And and he had a flair to him too. I mean, it was those days bring back good memories, good ball memories where, you know, I used to tell LeBron, I said, LeBron, you don't understand what it's like. I said, when I was growing up, I had to go from playground to playground, and I played against pimps, hustlers, anybody that was out there in the streets, and they threaten your life. They threaten they're gonna get their boys on you, and you had to go out and compete if you wanted to continue to play on the playground. I said, that's different than being invited to a gym to play. I said, it's a whole different world. And he used to laugh at me. I said, but that's how I was. That's how I cut my bones. That was it. That's how I learned how to play the game. And that, to me, is what takes you into a whole nother understanding of the game. And times like now, when you get to the finals, you get there, all that stuff means nothing to you because you already have been seasoned because you played that way all the time. And sometimes when I was a younger man playing, I used to think my life was in danger, but that's just the way it is, though.
It might have been though in certain situations.
Yeah, it's funny. That's why I had to ask you that question because I dug so much. You know, I found him so fascinating. Man, I was like, man, I love those stories because I got the same. We had the same stories here growing up in Compton and Watson. We had a guy named Raymond Lewis. I'm sure you remember that name.
Yes, right.
And Raymond got to go. You know, I spoke to Marcus Johnson and all these guys out here. Bill Walton has told crazy stories. The same story you told about the GOAT. They told about Raymond Lewis here in Compton and Watts on the West Coast. And unfortunately, he passed away. David Greenwood, also Verbum Day legend, UCLA, who just passed away the other day. And watching those two street legends, I was like, man, a lot of people don't know about the street back in the day. That's where it was. You don't even see kids outside no more on the court.
That's a shame. Yeah, it's really a shame. Because I experienced with my grandkids. I get in the house and I'm sitting there with them, especially when I have to babysit them, and all they want to do is put on that damn TV and watch, I don't know, Bluey, or I know them all, Bluey and Bluey and all them, and I'm sitting there going, come on, let's go outside. Let's go outside and play, you know. So I'm trying to get them into basketball and do something that they want to do outside, but they're not quite old enough now to get that bug yet. So I'm praying that I can get them the bug so I can get them going, because one of them, my oldest one, Alex Xavier, he might have a little bit of spunk in him, but I got to wait and see, because I kind of do him like my parents did me. They don't push you. They just see which way you gravitate, and then we'll push you. But and so I'm kind of just letting them see which way they want to go, and then we'll attack it from there.
I love that. I got one more question on my end. Again, thank you so much for joining us. You mentioned LeBron a few minutes ago, and LeBron has been in the news recently for one of his takes talking about the ring culture, saying that like he doesn't understand why, you know, that the media puts so much onus on guys who won a ring versus guys who didn't. And he mentioned some of the greats like Charles Barkley, Allen Iverson, Steve Nash, even the list goes on and on of guys who we know were all-time greats, but never won a ring. And LeBron basically made it seem like in his view that rings shouldn't hold that much weight in terms of when it comes to your overall greatness. I'm just curious to you, like, do you agree with that, or how much does this winning or should winning play a role in how we evaluate you? Yeah,
you know, it because my whole thing was, you know, because when people ask me about my career other than my injuries, it's the fact that I didn't win. I didn't win it, you know, and that's just, as a competitor, that's what you go after, you know. But that doesn't define your career, though, to me, because guys like Iverson and Chuck, those men, they've had great careers. I mean, super players. I mean, and you can count on, there's a number of guys who've had great careers, but didn't win a ring. And when you talk about LeBron has done something that no athlete will ever do in any sport. He took two teams to the finals 8 straight years, and that nobody will ever do that in any sport, regardless, because he took Miami 4 straight times, and he came to us and took us 4 straight times. That'll never be done by anybody else, because that takes a lot of understanding of personnel and understanding the game, because that was that's a feat that I don't think will ever be matched, but and then maybe that's why, he feels that way, but I don't understand. But again, it's about the finale. I mean, it's about finishing the deal, and that maybe that's why, but then again, when you look at the argument, Bill Russell won 8 straight, and they don't say a damn thing about him.
Right.
It's like he didn't even exist. I'm like, well, wait a minute, man. What's going on here? I mean, those teams were unbelievable, but they don't say nothing about his winning. They don't give him the GOAT. They don't say nothing about him. So I don't understand how they come up with how they leverage it and how they figure out who is the GOAT and who's not the GOAT. To me, there's too many great ones to have one person be the GOAT.
Great point, because 11 titles, he's not mentioned, so that's a hell of a point.
I think unfortunately, I'm not saying it's fair or right. A lot of people will mention, well, it's the time he played. It wasn't as many NBA teams. It wasn't as many. That's always what I hear, at least.
Well, think about it. If it's not that many NBA teams, that means the talent level is stronger because all the way through the lineup, because you got less teams. They've watered it down once they start adding more teams, which makes the talent level watered down. But before then, it was more concentrated because it was less teams. So I mean, how do they argue it? I mean, but again, it seems like they want it to be a certain way, and they make it that way so they can prove their point. But to me, there's so many great guys that didn't win championships, man. There were. I mean, guys that I've played against that were unbelievable. Chet Walker. I mean, nobody ever, these guys were just solid.
Bernard King was unbelievable.
Bernard King. I mean, come on, man. I mean, these dudes, they were off the chart as good as they were. I mean, unbelievable.
Terry Cummings.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Clyde Drexler, Smitty didn't get it done.
Right.
Clyde the Glide.
Yeah, man.
Great.
So
It's just
Patrick Ewing.
Ewing.
Reggie Miller.
Yeah. Austin, man, I can't thank you enough for the insight, man. It's always I love talking to the OGs, man, and getting that insight. And the guy that played against the GOAT and Kareem in high school, man, I can't thank you enough for those stories. Those are unbelievable, man. If you guys ain't never seen the movie The Rebound, go watch Rebound, the Earl Manigault story. I used to show it to my football team, Austin. I used to show it to my football team every summer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. People don't realize those stories are real, man. People don't realize those real stories hit you different. But
yes, they do. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Austin, man, I hope everything's well with you and the family, man. I can't thank you enough. Hopefully we can have you on again, brother.
Thank you, guys. Take care and good luck to you.
You too. I appreciate you. Man, I appreciate it, man. Austin Carr,
man.
Legend right there.
I love having the old school cats on because their perspectives is just different. And it just if you weren't alive, during that time, whatever, it's just fascinating to hear how different things was. I mean, my guy said when he was growing up, he had to play against pimps and hustlers, and it was just different.
And you went to the rival hood, and you beat them. You had to run out of there.
Right. Grab your ball and go. Jump the fence.
Hey, man, you go to Luders Park back in the day. We played in Luders Park. It was actually in our hood, so it was a gym. They turned it to a gym eventually. Yeah, and Magic Johnson, all kind of motherfuckers would come up to Luders Park and play. And before that, we were outdoors on Atlantic. We were outdoors outside, and now I believe the park is actually called Magic Johnson Park. I believe they changed the name, if I'm not mistaken, on Atlantic and what is that, Alondra. But we used to play outside, and then the gym was built later. We got to go inside, and you would have cats come up in there, man, and it was all hooped in. It was blue rag, red rag, it didn't matter. But then you got out of there. You had to get out of there. And we would go to Campanella Park, or we'd go to a different park and play. You got to get out of there, homie. After that game, after you hooped, you had to bounce. Wilson Park. We would go to all the different parks in Compton, and legendary stories, man. Legendary stories. But anyway, it's a different era, man. Different era. Cats ain't even outside playing on the fucking hard court no more.
Yeah, a lot of athletes don't even like hooping out there because they say it's not good for your knees to be out there on that.
You fucking hurt your you get little calluses and shit.
Yeah.
My fucking soft. But anyway,
soft.
Soft. We get to quote of the day.
Oh yeah, might as well. Quote of the day brought to you by our people up top right here, man. I'm gonna just say it, man, because it can't be that. I can't just not say it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
what?
I ain't gonna say it, but he made this face that he made me not want to say it. But our people up top, man, shout out to them. And we didn't figure out what happened though. Seriously, like
yeah, me too. Because
I don't want to like not say it like that. You know what I mean? Like that's our people.
Yeah, I gotta find that out too. Doesn't make sense. Kill them with success and bury them with a smile, Smitty. Kill them with success and bury them with a smile.
I'm surprised you said this. Like this is something that like I would say.
I'm getting older. Okay. So here's the smile though that I want to be clear with.
All right.
The smile I have now is like I don't give a fuck of what you think about me. I'm just saying that's the smile I have, homie. After I've already reached the successful part of it. That's what I'm saying. The smile now, I don't give a fuck what you think, how you think it, what you think about. I don't give a fuck no more. I really don't. Back in the day, I used to care. I used to care about what I did and how I did it. Now, I don't even care no more. You'll get to that age one day. I see why my dad turned that way after a while. Still was like giving the shirt off his back for people. But at the end of the day, it was like, I don't care how you take that, though. You know, because some people will be mad at me that I give you the shirt off my back.
JB, they crucified Jesus, homie.
You do know that, right? So
I do know that.
They'll be mad at me for giving you my shirt, but then they'll be happy with me when I don't give someone $1 on the corner. Oh, JB, I've heard you say they got Venmo now. They're fake. I think some of them are fake, but like, at the end of the day, like these motherfuckers will crucify you regardless, homie. You're never going to please all these motherfuckers, and haters are our biggest fans. Contrary to belief, which it moves into, Smitty, what you want exists, or you wouldn't dream about it. Contrary to belief. Whatever you want does exist, or you wouldn't fucking dream about it. Ooh, that's deep.
That might be top 10 CTB. Ding, 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 top 10 CTB. Top 10
what
CTB.
You actually want out there is out here. It's out here. Or you wouldn't even think about it.
Like, there's no way for the brain to even like fathom something that isn't like possible. You know what I'm saying? Like two things can't be true. God put it on your heart, Jason, for you to do that. God put coaching on your heart at one point in your life. Come on, homie. It's deep.
They did, and I dreamt about it every day. That's why I never need an alarm to wake up.
Your passion woke you up.
Hell yeah. I thought about it all damn night. Finally fell asleep, woke up. Let's go. I got to go do what I just dreamt about.
No, I did need an alarm this morning to get up. I was knocked out, but I am passionate behind this.
Right, drank and shit, loaded.
I was so up yesterday.
Whole question, Smitty, real quick, as we dive into a commercial break before Johnny Damon hops on.
Johnny Damon. That's a cold name.
Yeah, it is. Surprised by OKC's performance last night?
Not at all.
Really?
Yep.
Surprised by OKC's performance. That's the poll question. Make sure you guys listen to what I said. Surprised by OKC's performance. Because I am. Because that's a no-show. You're down 30 in a game to win it. You got to be surprised. You can't be down. You can't lose. You can't be down 30 in a game that you can win the title. And now we've heard all these things. Oh, well, they want to win it at home. This ain't the team to win it at home against, homie.
Right. You don't take that chance, homie.
This Pacers team is not the.
They're not like us.
They're fucking. They keep proving everybody wrong. I don't understand why people think that this team is just gonna go in Game 7 now and fuck around and give you the ass. They're not. I don't see it. This team right here has been we've had different insiders on this show, and I've been like, the bright lights matter, man. And this guy that's on the sideline for the Indiana Pacers has a ring already.
Ray Carlisle.
With a player in Siakam who's won one already.
See him right here dunking.
That carries weight to me, and I've been saying it this whole time.
You have been saying the whole time.
Now, I did pick OKC to win. I thought OKC was going to show up and fucking win. That's why I'm asking this poll question. They didn't even show up.
I didn't think. That's why I said like I'm not surprised.
You got it right. You got it right. I got it wrong. I just don't understand the show up. How you don't show up and down 30 in a game 6 blows my mind. Like it just doesn't make sense.
I'm with you though, because like you gotta understand, they had the trophy there last night. They had the ropes.
Hell yeah.
Like with the trophy behind. Like so, if
how
you're
is that not motivation? How is that not motivation?
Right, you like damn, it's right there. Like I was talking to Paul. Paul was saying how in 2008 when the Celtics beat our Lakers, he said it was game 6. It was game 6, and he said pregame. They're warming up. He looks over to the left or whatever. He said, damn, that's the trophy right there. It's the ropes right there. So, we're not going back to LA. He said, we not. Like he said, that was the moment. He was like, we got to finish this shit right now. And they did. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know, man. I understand, like, it's a natural thing for if you're a team that's down 3-2 and, like, this is it for you, you're, like, it's almost impossible to, like, fully match that team's energy because their lives are literally on the line. So even if like subconsciously OKC might have been like, all right, like worst case scenario, we're going back home. It ain't over today. And I think a little bit of that snuck into their mind. Even if it wasn't on the front of their minds, just naturally I can see how that might have seeped in it. But to your point, JB, this is not the team to do that. Like in game 7, anything can happen. Like I don't wish nothing bad, but like somebody could twist their ankle, you get in foul trouble, you could just have an off night. And this Padres team has shown you that each series they can win on the road. We saw in this series they can come back and win on the road. So I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest, dog. If OKC don't win game 7, I'm gonna be really honest. This team is done.
What?
Yeah, homie. They're a franchise of what? Losing. That's all they've ever done. They lose. But they're so young. They've had a Harden and a Kendrick Perkins and a KD and a Westbrook, and what'd they do?
Went to the finals and lost.
And now you got this team, and everybody talks about how young they are, and they got the MVP, and they got the possible MVP of the tournament, and they got these draft picks and assets coming up forward next couple of years. They got the future's bright. What are they going to do? If they lose, homie, I'm just telling you. Shit moves around. You know damn well every year is a new team.
Yeah, and then players don't want their money. And
I'm telling you, dog, this is their opportunity, bro. I'm telling you, it's more and more I look at it, it's like, damn, homie, these cats are like, this is a team that seems to be like a team that just can't get over the damn,
the hump.
Yeah, the hump, homie. Like it's like the Perkins curse or something.
Ooh, the Perkins curse.
Yeah, because he be talking shit on me. He be talking.
Oh, you mean the kid of Perkins curse?
Yeah, bro.
Don't do that to KP. Because they was losing before he was in the media talking crazy when he was on the team.
I'm just telling you, bro. This motherfuckers. I'm just telling you, homie.
This is a team, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro.
At the end of the day on Sunday, one of these franchises who never won will have a ring.
You know why it made me think of this?
Why?
Because this series should be over. I thought the Pacers should have won at 3-1. I thought this would be a 4-1 series. It was over. Like the Pacers were about to beat this team in 5. That's how crazy it was. And I picked the OKC to win in 5 originally.
Right.
Then I picked Indiana to win game 3 once it was tied on my bet. So it's back to me winning my original bet, by the way, if Indiana can win game 7. But let me tell you why I thought this.
You got hella bets.
Miles Turner has not even shown up, and they're still in game 7. This series should be over if Miles Turner would have showed his ass up. Miles Turner has been a fucking no-show, and this is in 7.
Hold on. When you say no-show, hold on. Let me make sure, though.
Homie, he's been a no-show for the most part in this finals, homie. He's been an absolute no-show. And if it wasn't for fucking McConnell and what's old boy with the boosties off the bench?
Neesmith.
No, the guy that can jump.
Mathurin.
No.
Obi Toppin, sorry.
If it wasn't for Toppin, who is not a good 3-point shooter, who's been burying threes, and fucking McConnell in this finals, the Miles thing would be even more magnified if those two don't ball. I don't know how Toppin and McConnell can continue this streak going on and not get any support from Miles Turner. Miles Turner shows up in game 7. The Pacers are winning it, homie. Because this is prime time. Show up.
He didn't do nothing yesterday.
If Miles shows up in game 7, they win.
Thing about it, the great thing about this Pacers team, and we saw last night, is I'm done saying this guy has to show up or this guy has to show up. It's not even about that. It's about just them as a team playing together. You don't know. It may not be Obi Toppin one night, but then Benedict Mathurin might go out there and drop 27. Or okay, it might not be Benedict Mathurin, but McConnell's going to go drop 16. Or it might not be him. Then Neesmith's going to make 5 threes. There's such a team style, like a true team. Like, it reminds me of college basketball, the way they play. Like, they had 6 guys in double figures. Nobody has an ego. Halliburton doesn't. Siakam doesn't. They don't care. They move the ball around. If you have the hot hand, you shoot. Everybody, Nemar, like, everybody just plays like with this freedom of like, I can shoot when I want to. If I feel like I got the shot, I can take it. And that's a different type. Like, if you're a real hooper, I feel like that's the type of team you want to be on. Because you know how it is. Sometimes when you play with like a superstar, a LeBron, a Kobe, whoever, you play a little bit more timid. You're like, I don't want people tripping and me taking this shot. Let me get the ball to LeBron or give it to Kobe or give it to whoever. They not like that. Like, this team, it does not matter. So I don't know. It's gonna be it's hard to win the OKC, even though the Pacers did win a game. Let's not forget they were down big even in the game. They came back and made the game winner. So it's gonna be so loud in OKC. They've never won it. The crowd's gonna be crazy. But this Pacers team, man, I think they got the momentum right back, man. So I can't wait for Sunday. I'm gonna get some wings. I'm gonna do the whole thing.
We got Johnny Damon joining us after the break, and I got a lot of shit to ask him, man. He's the second time joining the show, so obviously we're gonna start chopping it up with him like a casual visitor of the show, kind of like Michael Cooper, as we get more comfortable. Johnny's a good dude. Been talking to him offline for the last few months since he joined us a while back, but. The Dodgers, the Doyers, and the Padres. Dodgers got blanked last night, 5-9. They won the series 3-1. But let me tell you, it ended up in a team brawl. The bench is cleared, and I can't wait to talk to Johnny Damon about this because there is some heat around the Padres and the Dodgers as they're issuing warnings to each other. And basically, Smitty, I'm going to ask Johnny
I didn't even see it.
Yeah, the Dodgers beamed his ass towards the end of the game. They get into a bench clear in LA. They get into a scrap. And now they've issued this comment saying the Cats game better come back clean, homie, or next time we play is gonna be blue blue whoop de whoop. Because thanks, Shaun. It was 5-0 the whole game, and then the Dodgers scored late, and then they got into it was a game again, and then they fucking beamed his ass. So.
And Machado, he was a former Dodger, right?
Yeah, bro.
So it's always like weird. Okay, damn, I didn't know that. I didn't see this.
Yeah, and people are trying to people are trying to act like Dave Roberts has a personal beef.
Didn't like the game before last though? Didn't they hit Ohtani though? They got Ohtani back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I love it. I love it. They suspended him. I mean, they booted him.
Hold on, what's this right here?
No, they booted him. That's Ohtani, homie. and homie, yeah.
You see how he walked over, homie? No, go back, homie. Go back, baby. That motherfucker walked over there like,
yeah, like
think you tough.
Come on, hit me a link on y'all.
You motherfuckers think you can fuck with Ohtani, huh?
That motherfucker was. You see him, what he has, right?
You think you can fuck with Ohtani, huh?
Hell yeah, we got Chinese stars are no joke, homie. We had all the Chinese stars, homie. That's the homie. Chinese stars were big. Did nunchucks?
I know nunchucks.
Chinese stars, nunchucks, homie. Everybody wanted a samurai sword, homie. The homie Bonnie got cracked for a samurai sword, homie. Fresno State,
homie. Real quick though, hold on, homie. This moment 100% validates and verifies your belief that Ohtani speaks full-blown English. There's no way in hell. There's no way.
Motherfucker, y'all want my bets? Bitch-ass motherfuckers keep fucking throwing at me. You want my bets? Keep throwing at me.
Motherfucker said, I'm gonna say
plus 800.
And then walked off, homie. And then walked off.
Johnny Damon right after this. Hey, well, fuck it. I'll go home tonight. I'll drink my yak and smoke my stick. and I'll get it back cracking. Pride Month. So congratulations. I wanted to wish you a happy Gay Pride Month. No
disrespect to them at all, but that had nothing to do with me. I don't know why you telling me congratulations.
Oh, rewind this? Let me rewind this. I'm trying to figure out what is this. Football is gay? Football
That's like something you would say.
Football is lesbian? Football is transgender?
You've actually said that before on the show.
What is this? Come on, NFL. Fuck, homie. I thought we were over with this. God damn. I thought this shit was over, homie. LGBTQ plus youth with at least one. What did it say? Go back. With at least one. Oh, my God. This is their promo, homie. Oh, fuck.
Very old, by the way. This game heads up. This ain't something new. This is very old. So when you say it's over, this is old.
Well, you know what's not old? The Chargers, the Bills, and a bunch of other teams posting this on their websites. Okay? This was not old, by the way. This is 1 day old. So now what? And what's your answer to this now?
I'm just letting you know that was old. I'm not like
I'm telling you though, it's not old because it's still going.
Informing you that particular ad was old. That's all I'm saying.
That particular ad is why they do this though.
Argument, homie.
See, that's what macro does. That particular ad is why the NFL is doing this now, today, as of yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the Chargers, the Bills, the fucking your Colts.
Yeah.
What other teams have done
the Rams.
It's unbelievable what a joke. I haven't seen the Rams do it.
They did.
But it's unbelievable. The gender unicorn from Trans Student Educational Resource, TSER. Gender pronouns, TSER. The Coming Out Handbook. The Trevor Project. 2024 National Survey on the Mental Health of LGBTQ. Oh, fuck, homie.
You make like a bigger deal out of it than what it really is. Because like it's really having no impact on the game.
Smitty, you had a real strong take earlier.
If you understand business, and we can disagree on that side of it, which is fine, but they're just trying to extend their market. They're trying to make it all inclusive to where the mom can go watch. If you're gay, you can watch. If you're young, you can watch. It's all a money play. How can we grow this game in every market? That's why you keep seeing games going out the country and back to back weeks in different places. And then if you look at the grand scheme of everything, they're just trying to connect to everybody. It's all a money play. That's all it is. And again, I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying, but you're making this pride stuff like it's not really doing anything to the league. Like it's not like the game ain't changed so much. It's not like there's 1,000 gay players that are all playing right now, an all gay team. Like it just the advertisements of it just hurts you so deeply. But in reality, when you just take your emotions out of it and look at the game, it ain't nothing really changing. It's still football. It ain't.
Well, that's not. It has changed.
It's still majority straight players like it's always been, and that's it.
We don't know that, but it has changed.
We've never known that. Even when you play, we didn't know that.
Has the game gotten softer or not? Yes or no?
Excuse me?
Has the game gotten softer? Yes or no?
By rules, yes. By rules.
Okay.
Yes.
Are there a lot more women coaching football in the NFL now than ever before? Yes or no?
Ever before, yes.
Okay. So 2 for 2.
Is there a lot of women coaching? No. But ever before, yes.
It has changed, homie. It has changed the game.
It hasn't changed.
2 months ago, you had a very strong take on this show. An NFL player said he wanted to host an LGBTQ camp, and you were totally against it.
Yeah,
so
camp. Yeah.
Okay, camp. So what do you think? What do you think promotes that, homie?
I'll let you finish.
What do you think promotes that guy to do that? Because his corporation, the NFL, does this. What do you mean? What do you mean it doesn't? That's macro thinking, homie. You just
had nothing to do with him.
You said it has no effect.
He did that because he has a gay brother.
You said it has no effect.
Bullied and his whole entire life. So
no matter
his love of his brother.
But you said
NFL doing.
But you said it has no effect.
I have direct ties and connect. I know it's the story. So.
You said it has no effect, though. I'm telling you, it does have effect.
Because that player did not do this because the NFL is promoting.
Who looks up to the NFL?
I don't know.
Is it not kids? Don't we look up to stars and NFL everything NFL stands
we
for?
look up to stars, yes.
Our youth is directly being affected by this. I don't know why you don't see that.
The players are like,
I don't see why you don't see that.
Ray Lou. I like Dwight Freeney. I'm not looking at all this shit.
But you aren't, Smitty. That doesn't mean the kids who are the most influential group of people on earth are. Look at the kids. The kids do see this, homie. How do you not know that? Like, it's not really like a conspiracy. We all know growing up who we looked up to. So do these kids. So do these kids. No, the kids look at the stardom of it, the star-studded part of it. And guess what's promoting that?
What star players are like promoting it heavily? Like, what do you?
I don't understand why you're being this micro today on this. Who's the MVP of the league?
Josh Allen.
Okay. How many people look up to Josh Allen, you think, as kids?
A ton of players look up to
what
Josh
teams?
Allen.
What teams do he play for?
He plays for the Bills, but Josh Allen is his own entity, homie. He's looking up to Josh.
I don't know why you're saying that.
He's going to YouTube looking up Josh Allen highlights.
So you don't think kids?
They're not going to go look. They're not going to Buffalo Bills community page. Show me to look up this.
You don't think they see?
Yeah. We back, homie. We back. All right, number 2. We rolling.
Since we can't
say it.
Since I haven't done Mexican word of the day in a while, out of respect to the homies and Ice.
I appreciate that.
Not for the illegals, for the homies. But Mexican dogs, the owners of dogs, the homies own, the Mexican homies that own dogs are different.
Damn. They help him with changing the oil, washing dishes. What the hell's going on?
Mexican dogs are built different, homie.
Cause helping them dig, moving furniture. Yeah, homie. That's why I love Mexicans, legal or illegal, whatever you want to call them. Because they just hustlers, homie. They got it. They got out the mud and they put that same imprint on their dog. Look at this. Hell in the forklift. Like, you gotta love dogs, love Mexicans. Look at this, homie. These are the type of dogs I want. Your dogs ain't trained like this.
These are Mexican dogs.
I know. I love that.
Mexican.
I know. I heard what you said, homie. That's so racist.
It's what?
That's racist.
And notice they really the Mexican dogs too. The Chihuahua, the Wiener dog,
the Taco Bell dog and shit, homie.
Yo kind of Taco Bell.
This the hood right here. It's the hood, like the hood. Like they checking the block, make sure the block cool.
Hell yeah.
Bird call.
Hell yeah. But at the end of the day, you still got to deport the illegal ones.
I mean, real quick, I think that last moment we had before commercial break has to be a new commercial. It has to be a clip for Paris.
Which one?
That old tiny shit is funny, homie.
Oh,
I've been thinking about it nonstop because I didn't see this last night. I was lit. I was in the pool. I was Juneteenth, drinking, eating, watching the game, matching. So now I'm just now seeing this shit. That walk, bro, that is hilarious, dog. Like, so I might have to do some AI shit with that. That is hilarious. I don't think you understand like the importance of that walk.
Smitty, do you want to tell Joe or do I need to show Joe the proof?
Your course said, JB, make sure you discuss ice at Dodger Stadium.
What is there to discuss?
I don't want to talk about nothing about ice. If it ain't ice in my cup, I don't want to talk about.
Joe doesn't get it. Joe believes the fake media. Joe's why the Democratic Party lost. Joe, you're the reason.
Joe the reason.
Ice didn't show up to the Dodger Stadium. Ice already came out and said the Dodgers lied. We didn't even show up. So what are you talking about, Joe? Now Joe want to change it. Joe went and researched it real quick. Look at his comment now. He tried to show it. Yeah, well, Ice already came out After the Dodgers lied, homie. Stop. The Dodgers' whole fan base is probably illegal. They're the homies, though, but they're illegal. So, anyway, it's Free Game Friday, Smitty. Johnny Damon will be on the other side. Get back to the Shador Sanders thing real quick. I want to make a blanket statement. I don't care about extracurricular activities, but I do care that if it affects the play of my quarterback that I drafted and put money into, I have a problem. And listen, back in the day, like even the Fernando Tatises in baseball and these other guys that got big time money and got hurt on a jet ski on the lake, that used to be in literature. You can't do these things during the season or during this time or blah, blah, blah. It used to be in contracts. They've taken it out because player empowerment has become so great. I'm all for doing whatever you want to do. And you're going to call me the old head on the hill and yelling at the clouds on the porch and all that old shit. Mm-hmm. But like the quarterback position is becoming more and more of a flamboyant skill position than it is an actual leadership role position, which it was intended to be. Because if you're going to get all the money and you're going to make more money than any other player times 2, sometimes times 3, I think you should feel at least obligated to perform at that level. And like, you know, this type of shit off the court, off the field, all the shit we've seen, and this ain't the only guy, let's be real. We've talked John Morant before with the dumb shit, and we've talked all these professional players making absorbent amounts of money. AR5's out there rapping. Listen, be you, do you. I don't really give a fuck. But at the end of the day, if it affects your play for my organization is when I have a problem. I'm going to be real. Like, that's just the truth of it. Like, we're gonna dismiss it. Oh, JB just writing a song, AR5 writing a song. But to Smitty's point, 2 things can be true. You've been shitty too. How about you get good at your fucking job that I hired you to do and then go make a rap song? I'm going to be real. Go ahead and get off the lawn, homie. But the bottom line is, I have a problem if I'm coaching you and I don't believe you're fully invested in playing quarterback and you're worried about all this other shit. And listen, if you're balling and you're fucking Tom Brady and making songs, then I can't say nothing.
Dion making a song. If it ain't about the money,
the homies want to see the bullshit. The coach and the players want to see the fucking result for me and my team. The homies want to see the bullshit that you do on the outside. I don't give a fuck about that shit, homie. I'm giving you money to perform for the Indianapolis Colts. I don't know if most people understand the part that I'm saying because they've never coached or they don't understand. But if I'm coaching you and I'm trying to get through to you every single day and I'm trying to have this situation and then all I see is outside noise and then you're not performing, it's hard not to correlate the two. Even though it may not be, but it's hard not to is all I'm saying from a coaching.
It's bad optics. I'll give you that. It's bad optics if you're not playing well.
Because like, if you're balling, Smitty, I can't say nothing. If you're balling, I can't say that.
Right.
Like you got a stronger point when we come and argue Micah Parsons doing the podcast right after the game.
Balling.
Because you're like, hey, Micah Ball, JB, blah, blah, blah. I can argue he's horrible against the run, but that's all I really got. Everything else is he's balling, he's getting his money, blah, blah, blah. He's a freak, all that. You like JB, he is what he is. Max Crosby does podcasts. He don't do it during the season, though, but he does podcasts.
Jason Kelsey, Travis Kelsey, Super Bowl champions, Hall of Famers.
So Smitty has an argument with guys that ball. My argument is the guy that don't ball and the optics look like this. That's my take right now. And I hate it all for everybody, even if people for the ballers during the season. But it is what it is. Times change. I'm the old man on the head, whatever. You can call me whatever. But if you don't ball and you do it, I got a problem.
It just looks bad. Do I really think that AR5, him making music, is the reason why he hasn't been a good quarterback? No. But it just looks bad. Because, like, as a fan or a coach or whatever, you want it to look like everything you're doing is fully locked in on football because you have so much work to do. When in reality, this didn't take that long. This didn't really like change the game. And like players always say, like, we do have free time. We're not just always just football, you know, whether that's us hanging out with a girl, hanging out with a family, playing the game, watch TV, whatever. It's not 24/7 football. So how you use those free hours is your choice. But yeah. When we can see it, just optically, I agree with you. It doesn't look right.
Yeah. Speaking of free hours, though, we got a legend, man. One of my favorites on the show, man. God, Johnny, America's great. Let's bring our main man in, man. A legendary Red Sox and Yankee. Johnny Damon joins the show. Johnny, what up, brother?
So, how are you guys doing this morning?
Hey, how you been, man? How you been? I see you on the yacht. I see you just everywhere, man. I'm like, I got a yacht, but it's way smaller than your yacht. So I got to get to your yacht size, man.
Hey, man, I'm living my best life. I've got some great friends that we hang out and, you know, got to enjoy it while we can. The kids are at the age where they're easier to travel with, so we're going to take advantage of it.
As you should, my guy, as you should.
Yeah.
Love to see
Oh,
it.
yeah. Johnny, let's dive right into it. I got to dive right into it. Last night, Ohtani spoke full English. I don't want to hear the bullshit no more. He spoke full English. He went right over to the Padres bench and was like, man, hit me again, motherfucker. So the Dodgers-Padres out here on the West Coast is a big thing because I'm a Dodger guy. I grew up Tommy Lasorda Dodger, you know, all the stuff. And the Padres.
Hey, look at it, Johnny.
always second fiddle, man. The Padres. They're the JV team, man. No way this guy's not speaking English over there to that dugout. Fuck, I don't want to hear that bullshit. I'm tired of hearing that bullshit, Johnny. But in all seriousness, though, broke out last night between the two. The Dodgers tried to score 3 in the ninth. They get close. It was 5-0 the whole game. Dodgers had beat them 3 games prior. Comes down to a 5-3 game, and then they have a bench clearing brawl. Where you at with this whole, you know, and then I don't know if you got the quote. Pull that up. Then they say this today, Machado on Fernando Tatis. Hope the CT or the scan comes back clean or we're going to have bigger problems down the line. Is this something that's really kind of orchestrated throughout dugouts?
Man, these are two teams trying to be the best in Southern California. So these two teams, the Dodgers have been winning. The Padres, you know, with that talent, they haven't been. So they're trying to step up and do their thing. But yeah, if your guys get hit, that's what was so great when Kyle Farnsworth was on my team with Tampa Bay, with the Yankees, because if something happened to us, he took care of it. No one's going to charge the mound when Farnsworth's on the mound. So it's good stuff.
Roger Clemens-ish.
Oh, absolutely. Paul Wilson tried one time, and you saw what Kyle did. Pretty much ruined his career.
Damn. Yeah, it's the season's going along, man. The Dodgers came out like we had, you know, Brett Boone on after you and a couple other guys. Now you got a job with the Rangers, hitting instructor, but he got on after that. All these guys have come on and been like, listen, man, this might be one of the most loaded rosters we've ever seen. Blah blah blah. Brett was even saying like, this could be the team, man, that tops our 0-1 Mariners win record team, you know, with Ichiro and all that. He's like, it could be, but then they got riddled and with the arms got just banged up. I think every starter's been on IR, and they're still in first place. Is this a team? Are you taking the Dodgers or the field?
Man, I'm taking the Dodgers right now. I mean, they're at the top for a reason. The Phillies, they've had a great team. They just haven't been able to get over the hump. Obviously, I'm rooting for the Phillies. You know, I feel bad for what happened in 2009, but also I have a couple of coaches that are there, Kevin Long and Rob Thompson, and they were with me in New York, and, you know, we took it to the Phillies in 2009, so I kind of feel for them, and a lot of great things are happening in Philly right now. I mean, the Eagles, wow, what a great team, Super Bowl champs, and it'd be great if the Phillies can somehow do it, but they got to go through the Dodgers, and I like the Yankees in the American League.
Really? I was going to ask you to transition to that before Smitty jumps in. The Yankees, Red Sox. The Yankees, a lot of people thought they were going to start slow because they had the injuries and then, you know, all the things that happened in the offseason. They start off, they're in first. They hit a little bump. The Red Sox swept them. And the night that Rafael Devers gets traded, after he hits a home run and they sweep the Yankees, Aaron Judge, I think, went 1 for 12 in that series. What happened there? Like, if you have any insight, but I'm sure you know more than most. Devers says, I'm going to refuse to play certain things. That's at least the rumors. He goes out here, comes west to our hated rivalry, the Giants, now for the Dodgers, and said, I'll play wherever. Like, is that something that happened just because you're unhappy at a place and you said, nah, eat a shit sandwich, fuck you, I'm out, and then show that team that I'm willing to play wherever now? Is that a slap in the face, or is that how it works?
Man, there's so much that went on, so much drama, and I'm sure the Red Sox right now, they feel really good. They don't have to answer the question anymore. They can go out there and play. They unloaded $313 million off their payroll, and they got 5 young guys heading into the future. Great move by Boston, and we know what happens in Boston when there's a lot of talking. Things don't go well. I mean, that's what happened in 2004. I mean, Nomar was our superstar. We presented that he was going to get traded during the offseason for Alex Rodriguez, and Nomar was unhappy the entire year. And, unfortunately, we had to trade him, the team superstar, just like Devers. And but there's no more commotion anymore. These guys are going out to play. They're relaxed. They seem to be catching fire. Bringing Alex Bregman over was a huge sign, because they would have probably won around 75 to 80 games. You had Bregman. They have a chance to win 90 games, and he's going to make players around him better. And that's what Bregman brings to the Red Sox.
So is addition by subtraction a real thing in baseball, just like it is in football?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. That's why the Yankees haven't won since they got rid of me,
I love it. I love it. Let me ask you this, man. I feel like the Detroit Tigers are having a really, really strong season this year. Do you feel like they're being slept on right now and no one's really paying attention to them?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, they're a young team. They surprised everybody last year, and I'm not sure if people were expecting them to repeat, but they're quietly doing their thing. They have the best record, and it's a good spot for them to be in, under the radar. So I like what they're doing. I love the fans of Detroit. I mean, some of the best fans around, and a lot of great things happening there as well, especially with football, baseball, and we get the Pistons going. I root for a lot of these guys like Kate Cunningham. Yeah, they went to school right down the street over at Mount Bird Academy, and they just tend to push out talent after talent. It's incredible what Mount Bird has been able to do over the years. So I definitely root for hometown guys.
You got AJ Hinch as the top 3 manager in baseball right now?
Right now, absolutely. I mean, he's got this young team winning, and anytime you can get a young team winning, and especially when you get past the halfway mark, this young team is going to be better than most, because youth plays a big factor during the dog days of summer, and absolutely, AJ Hinch is probably number 1 right now.
So what is it about them? I guess just from my own knowledge, like what is it about this young team that's making them roll right now? Like just from a baseball standpoint, like what are they doing that's working?
Well, you're hearing about all the superstars like Aaron Judge, Ohtani. You're not hearing about the Tigers. They're kind of just doing their thing, winning games, getting clutch hits, and there's no pressure. There's not all this backlash of the Boston or the New York media. They're just chilling, having a good time, and playing great baseball.
In a weird way, it kind of reminds me of like these teams, like the Pacers in the NBA. Exactly, in the NBA.
Yeah,
small market.
Absolutely. Quietly getting the job done, and that's an incredible thing to do. And I was with the Kansas City Royals for quite some time, 9 years of my career, and we had one of the best offenses in the game. You would have never heard about us because we couldn't pitch that well, but we led the league in hitting in 2000 and at 288. And what led the league in hitting last year was 263. I believe that might have been the Tigers. So it's like a whole different ball game now. And quietly put up great stats. It's always a good thing.
Let me ask you something real quick about the game. Miami, the Marlins, they're out there, and we showed this a couple weeks ago. They had like 400 people in the stands. What is going on with baseball? Is a team like that in Miami, of all places, as crazy as that market is? Is there gonna be a team like that moved, whether it's to Vegas or wherever they find a new place? I'm hearing all these different rumors that it'll be either an expansion or a movement. Do you see any of that happening here?
I sure hope so, because I know Orlando definitely deserves a team. I mean, the market that we have here, the fact that we only have an NBA team we have so many tourists coming through Orlando, and with Miami, they just put it in a tough spot. I mean, the old stadium was adequate, but they wanted an all baseball stadium, or you can just hire the Savannah Bananas to come play every night, and they're sellout.
Savannah Bananas, JB's
that
favorite.
shit is crazy. Smitty introduced me to who that was.
I told you that they literally sell out though wherever they
Yeah.
go. Like it's a real thing.
I get it. I
They're
get
out
it.
the Oakland Coliseum. They're sold out anywhere right now. They're the hottest thing going. They're sold out all these major stadiums in 5 minutes. That's how big they are, and it's great for baseball. It's great for kids to learn the game of baseball.
Thank you. They're the baseball version of the Harlem Globetrotters. That's how I look at it. Told you, JB.
I agree.
Johnny got kids, Smitty.
Johnny agrees. And Johnny agrees, Jason. What do you know?
3 times already. 3 times in 2023. We'll see what happens. I know they're making a stop at Fenway Park, and we'll see what happens. We'll see.
I haven't had a chance to go check them out yet, but they look fun, and I have it on my list to they come to LA or something. I need to go check them out.
Yeah, you just missed them. I just took care of Frank Vogel. He went down to Anaheim. A good friend of mine, former Magic head coach, and yeah, he's great. Hopefully, he'll get another head coaching job one of these days soon. But yeah, I just hooked him up. You just missed them.
Damn, man! We should have had you on last week, and we could have went together.
Yeah. He won the bubble championship here. Let me ask you something.
Yeah,
Johnny,
he was head coach too back in the day.
The game in general. We got the Juan Soto's of the world. He walks up, refuses to take a swing, puts his manager kind of on blast. We see a guy Endeavor saying, "I don't want to play his position." Player empowerment. Like, did it exist in your era, and you just didn't see it because you guys would check those players in the locker room? Or is it now the money is just taking over and it's like these cats are prima donnas, they do whatever the hell they want? It's football, it's baseball, it's basketball, it's happening everywhere. Load management, NBA, NFL, they hang nail, they refuse to play. They want to demand a trade. Player empowerment, man. When you're paying kids in college, you can't. It's hard to tell me that it's not ascending upwards into the professional ranks. Are you seeing it?
Well, those hangnails definitely hurt, but we would police ourselves. You know, we have a clubhouse, we have veterans. I mean, you check your ego at the door, and if someone doesn't want to go play, doesn't want to hustle, I mean, the coaches really don't have to tell them. It's going to be caught on TV, and everyone's going to talk about it. So we police ourselves. And I've never had an issue throughout my career because we just went out and we tried to ball the best we could, you know? So, yeah, it's amazing because I switched positions for Carlos Beltran to make his job easier in the big leagues. And that's what a veteran does. They got me in arbitration that year. So the following year when he got injured, I was in center. We were doing well. I didn't want to move, but I also knew what was best for the team because I knew I could play left field and center field better than anybody on the team. So why not have Beltran in center, relaxed, hitting bombs, stealing bases, playing Gold Glove outfield. So it all worked out. But we checked our ego at the door every single night and did whatever the team asked us to do.
Man, I love it. I love it. So let me ask you this from an on-field standpoint, when you look at your era you play versus today, do you feel like these guys are just as good as you guys? Are they more skilled, or do you feel like they've even taken a step back from how you guys played? Honest opinion.
Well, obviously, I'm going to say they're worse than what we were because we were able to do a lot. We weren't taught once we got to the big leagues how to run bases, how to steal bases, how to back up bases. That's a common knowledge thing on how to play the game, like our reaction time, where we needed to be. We didn't need to look at where we had to play someone. I knew when Tim Wakefield was pitching, we were going to play deeper because he gave up a lot of fly balls. When Derek Lowe was pitching, he throws sinkers, so I knew where to cheat. I didn't have to look at my wrist or look at my phone to see, because I saw some guys in spring training this year pull out a phone. I'm checking out what's going on, and I'm like, man, is he texting his wife or seeing when she's coming to the game or not to pick him up? But yeah, it's a different world. There's so much talent out there. but I feel like we learned how to play baseball from top to bottom, learn how to bunt, learn how to hit and run, learn how to do all the little things that help you win baseball games. Because at the end of the day, scoring runs and driving in runs is what's going to win baseball games. Your batting average, no chance. You gotta show up every day, bring your A game every single day.
Hey, Johnny, if I were to tell you that the Detroit Tigers and the Chicago Cubs have the best records in baseball before the season, would you have said I'm crazy or what? Chicago Cubs, man, in Wrigley is good for baseball, no?
I would definitely say you are crazy, but it's good for baseball. It's got the Cubs fans excited, has the Detroit fans very excited. We know the Yankees and Dodgers are going to be there. It's all these other teams who are battling, and this is a very important time in baseball. It's dog days. I mean, it's a long season, and if these teams can get through the next couple weeks, yeah, it's go time. You're finding out who the best teams are.
Explain that real quick before you get out of here. The dog days. So right now you're pre-All-Star break. When do you guys talk about that? Like, when do you say, all right, man, this is a critical time of the season? What are they? Almost 80 games in?
Yeah.
Is that when you look at it? Is that the halfway point of the deal? Is that the critical element, or is it after All-Star?
Yeah, it's a very critical time. I mean, every single game during the course of a season is very tough, but you also have to start looking at that schedule. Like, does your schedule get easier, or are you going up against a juggernaut like the Tigers 12 more times in the season? Are you going against the Yankees after they get all their guys back from the disabled list? So you start paying attention to a lot of that stuff. But at the end of the day, you got to play your very best. And sometimes your very best just isn't good enough. And you kind of need to be on all cylinders. That's what happened with us in 2009 with the Yankees. Like, we were a 500 team halfway through the season, and then boom, the minute A-Rod comes back, we start pouncing on people. Like, our offense was unstoppable. And then you have Phil Hughes in the bullpen going from throwing 93 miles per hour to throwing 99. And that's how great our buffets are in the major leagues. He kept putting on that weight, kept on putting speed on his fastball, and yeah, we took off. Brian Bruni was also very important to us. A lot of very underrated guys on that 2009 World Series championship team.
You mentioned championships, and that leads right to my last question here. We've been talking about this whole ring culture, more so on the NBA side. LeBron made comments saying like how rings basically shouldn't, be like the main thing when it comes to ranking like all-time greats. I want to ask you, like, on the MLB side, how important is winning a championship when it comes to how we evaluate not only just, like obviously the all-time great teams, but more importantly, like all-time great players? Like, does having that ring truly like put you in a different category? Or in baseball, do you guys really care that much? Like I think Barry Bonds never he never won a ring, right? But we look at him like he's still Barry Bonds. But how do you guys view that internally?
Well, the thing is, they can never take your rings back from you. So once you're a champion, you will always be labeled a champion. And, I think the All-Star game, that kind of stuff is a bit overrated because I only went to 2. I probably should have went to 8 or 9, but at the All-Star break, I had coaches like Ozzie Guillen. I would have other coaches ask me, I really want to take my player. Will you be okay? Because I remember AJ Przinsky came and it's like, we all know you deserve to go to the All-Star game, but I'd rather 4 days off to rest my body to be ready for the second half of the season. So I think winning a championship stays with you forever. I think the All-Star game nowadays is a bit overrated because back in the day, there's only one Kansas City Royal that would go because every team had to be represented. And, I have Mike Sweeney, I have Jermaine Dye, I have Beltran, and then Jose Rosado, who was a great pitcher. So it's like, if they're going to take one guy, whoever's having the better season at that point goes, because it's really tough to send a couple guys from the Royals. But championships, they stay with you forever.
No doubt. We had you on before the passing of Pete Rose, obviously, and he passes away. They make this, and you know, he even said it with Brett Boone on his show, like, oh, they'll put me in when I pass.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he passed away. Where's your take on Pete Rose? Does he belong in the Hall of Fame? We've had some guys on the show that kind of like, you know what? We had Harold Reynolds on, and he was like, no. He cheated the game. So like that was the fabric of our game that we all had to abide by. So he was on that, and he had a great take on it too. And he broke it down both ways. But I just want to get your take before you get out of here.
Yeah, I think Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame. I talked with Joe West quite a bit, and he's kind of up in the air. He said Pete Rose wasn't even the top 7 players on the Cincinnati Big Red Machine. And I'm looking back going, but this guy has the most hits. He bet on his team to win. I love a coach who bets on your team to win. I get the people who do not want him in the Hall, but gambling is such a big part of every sport now. It's absolutely ridiculous how much is involved and how much the fans are trying to get involved. Fans are upset all the time if they don't make money, which don't gamble on sports because you got some guys going after each other trying to do their very best. But guys like Pete Rose, most hits, Barry Bonds, in our generation, the very best player that all of us have seen. Roger Clemens, one of the best pitchers ever. None of those guys got busted for they never tested positive. Right. So it's you're guilty by association. You're guilty
by media
before everything starts. And I've always been a guy against it because I was this size when I was 13 years old. You know, obviously I put on some pounds, you know, all that good stuff. But
that buffet.
I was a big boy, so I never needed to do it. But then again, these guys never tested positive. So
right, that's my argument. Like,
yeah, Major League Baseball makes it very tough for guys to get in. Like, I was off the first ballot, therefore I was going up against a lot of the guys who did test positive. But you know, bygones be bygones. You know, my life is great. I'm on yachts. I'm having fun with my family. So it's all good. I know what I brought to the table. I knew what I brought to the clubhouse. I knew as a young kid, I was a champion and I was going to be a champion.
Love it, Johnny. That's dope.
Johnny, if we do a little segment, hell yeah or hell nah, and you're a great person to do it. If I said hell yeah or hell nah, Johnny Damon belongs in the Hall of Fame, you say
hell yeah. Yeah. I mean, my numbers are ridiculous, you know, but they look at my all-star games, they see only 2. They don't see a gold glove because I didn't have to dive. You know, I caught everything standing up.
Right, right.
But I get it, how the game is played to certain guys and other guys, but the numbers I put out for a leadoff hitter, I've got to think they're probably top 5 all time. So
run scored, stolen bases, and hits. You're in the top. I mean, I don't get how that's not. So do you talk to people that say, whether it's agents or people in baseball, they're going to get eventually put you there? Is that a thing that's discussed, or they, you don't know until it happens?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to rely on the Veterans Committee. I've got to see if some of my boys are on that committee to say hell yeah or hell no. So we'll see. But in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy my summer. You know, it's hot here in Orlando. I may have to head back out to the Bahamas sometime soon, but I'm going to enjoy my life, enjoy everything that baseball gave to me, and keep on going, keep on bringing my A game, and just keep on doing my thing.
Johnny, I love you, man, because like you don't hold back. You know, you said, yeah, I should be in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, I'm that guy. Yeah, I my stats look good. And yeah, I'm on a yacht every weekend. I'm going to the Bahamas. I love that shit. I love it.
Yeah, it's great. But I'm also out there defending and protecting other players because I think a lot of these guys got the shaft as well. It's not just me. Baseball is the hardest Hall of Fame to get into. And there's a lot of guys who are sitting there going like Gary Sheffield. Gary Sheffield was always the best hitter on every team that he was on. And that's honest. There's no reason to lie about it. Do you want to face Gary Sheffield or somebody else? You want to face somebody else.
And Todd Helton got in.
Yeah. Todd Helton got in, had a great career.
But you're better. Yours is better, I think. I mean, so is Gary. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, things happen.
Hey, man, enjoy the yacht. What do you got going in the fire? What do you got cooking in the fire right now? Anything?
Well, I've got my buddy Will Johnson's wedding happening up in Big Sky, Montana. I've never been there, but
wow,
I do have my A game going. Clean hydration drink. And
I got to mess with that.
We just locked in Gary Brecka. We have Tyler Adams with the World Cup coming next year. Caleb Downs won the national championship this year for Ohio State. Bo Jackson's been on my team for a while, but a lot of great things happening. And you know what? At the end of the day, bring your A game, and you can't be upset with anything in life. Just keep on bringing it every single day.
I love it. Make sure you guys all follow Johnny, man, on Instagram, Twitter, and go get that. Follow the A game, man. Bring the A game, Johnny. Right. I love having you on, man. I can't thank you enough, brother. And hopefully by the end of the year, we'll get you back on and see who ends up winning this World Series.
All right, you got to get me off the boat.
Enjoy the yacht.
I see you.
All right, brother. Johnny Damon, man, love him.
Boy JD, man, my boy Jay. He talking that talk. I like that. I like when you talk that talk. You earned it. It's earned, not given.
I was gonna, damn, I didn't see this, man. I would have showed Johnny. Guarantee I would have showed Johnny this stat of the day, Bailey. Fuck. Johnny's all for it. Trust me. Damn it.
Well, let's show it, man. Baseball stat of the day. Let's pull it up. Go ahead and read it, Jason.
Fuck. I would have definitely asked Johnny this. Baseball stat of the day. Since the New York Mets aired this particular flag on their fucking scoreboard, they haven't won a fucking game. They haven't won a fucking game. Thank you, Jesus. And now that's how God speaks. That's how God speaks. Karma's a real thing, homie. Karma's a real thing. The Mets ain't won a game. They might not win a game the rest of the fucking season. They might not win a whole fucking game the whole fucking season. They might not win a game the rest of the fucking season. If they don't win another game, Smitty, everybody in here that's not a believer better become a believer in Jesus Christ Almighty today.
If they lose 97 games in a row, homie, it's yeah. They better believe.
God spoke, homie. Don't throw it in our face, homie. Don't throw it in God's face, homie. God is an American.
God is not an American,
not an alphabet warrior.
God is not an American, homie.
Not an alphabet
God
warrior.
God is not an American, homie.
He loves America.
God is not an American. He bigger than America, homie. Don't limit my God, homie. Take that back now. Take that back. Don't limit my God.
He's worldly. He's worldly. He's universal. I don't know what you call it. But damn, homie.
He's bigger than that, yeah.
But damn, homie.
God said when he come back, every knee shall bow.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Homie.
I'm so fucking happy that the Mets have lost all these games.
And I'm so happy that my boy Johnny Damon broke down how amazing the Savannah Bananas are. And I've been trying to say that for such a long time, homie.
Johnny would have fucking, I would have did a hell yeah, hell no with this with Johnny, homie.
It's okay, homie. It ain't that deep. You acting like we missed a huge moment. Like
I didn't read the thing, homie. Nah, it'd have been great. It would have been a great moment. Johnny's a fucking proud fucking American.
Yeah, but we trying to get him into the Hall of Fame, so we ain't trying to clip that, post it, put him in the bad spot. So
good point.
Shout out to Bailey for actually, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's a good note.
Good point.
Yeah, you know how politics are, homie. You got to be smart. Play the system. Everything ain't about clicks and likes, homie.
Nah, you're right.
McChesney tells you that.
Bailey, can you throw this picture in? I wanted to show this.
Savannah Banana, I gotta make it in.
Go ahead. So what about Savannah Bananas?
Nah, I just I want to go now. Like now that Johnny, he said he been 3 times, homie. Like I mean, he loves it.
He take the kids.
Nah, but he likes it though too. You can tell by his tone. Like he actually likes it. He said it's great for baseball.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh shit!
The homies went on a date last night, and what? Two of the homies, they're Democratic. They went on a date last night, and they sent me this picture, and this was at the Savannah Bananas game. And what's wrong, homie?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yeah, we good. I'm trying to get this water out the cup.
Oh yeah, you figured out how to suck on the straw or whatever. Caleb Williams likes straws. But here's the thing: Democrats on a date is what the new trend is on social media. So make sure you guys post this and retrend this. The two homies went to the Savannah Banana game last night. At least they holding hands in solidarity, homie. You down with this?
You down with OP Big? Yeah, you know me. You down with OP Big? Yeah, you remember that song? Like back in the day.
Yeah, I said it for Caleb Williams the other day, homie.
You did?
Yeah. At least you staying hydrated, homie.
Appreciate you, man. Shout out to the Stanley Cup, man. Very expensive, high-end cup. Maybe they'll be our sponsor one day.
I mean, I want to dive into something, though, that I think is really leading up to the problems that we're seeing with, the Shador Sanders is an AR-15, 5, whatever his name is, and all that shit. I think there's a real fundamental problem out there. And it's at the youth level. And I'm being dead serious. It's at the youth level. We don't really want to talk about the youth being so fucked up, but the youth in our country in sports, Smitty, whether it's AAU, tackle Pop Warner football, flag football, whatever it is so horribly coached and so horribly led and mentored that you can't tell me it's not becoming what we're seeing on a daily basis as the kids get older. I don't know if you've seen this, but take a look at this fucking Pee Wee youth football clip that I was appalled by. Son, I'm talking to you, that guy. You're the fucking problem. You're a fucking moron. This is what is really being taught to the babies. Like, are you shitting me, homie? That's literally being glorified, homie. You're going to glorify that, homie? Seriously. And we already know it's so look at that motherfucker. And not in coaching gear of any sort. I mean, these cats coach in fucking in that. Seriously, that's what they coach in. The Pouncey twins told us that. This has become a mockery in society. It becomes a mockery all over, from Florida to California. This is what you see at youth football games. And it starts in the stands, Smitty. We've seen these cats being scrapping and fighting, and I've seen it in the hood for years. I used to have to call games when I let them play at my high school football field during the weekends. I'd have to be there because there was so much fucking drama in the Snoop League. Shout out to Snoop, who had a league forever. A lot of NFL players came through in Long Beach. Willie McGinnis also had the Browns there, then the Patriots in the Snoop League. They all played at my high school during this era. And so I'd have to be there, man, on my whole Sunday and Saturday and Sunday, bro. Was a full-time 7-day work week for me as the head coach because I let them play there. They paid the school. I didn't get paid, but I let them play there because they're the babies, and I wanted them in on ours campus because it's a recruiting ploy on top of it. But I didn't get no money from it. And the bottom line is, this happened every fucking weekend, homie. And I had to go check all these parents in the stands, fighting and drinking, smoking weed. It's a mockery, homie. It's getting worse and worse too. And this was in 09, 10, Smitty. I don't even imagine what the fuck's cracking now. So this shit right here being glorified is the main problem, though.
Yeah, this isn't coaching, and you can see by it at the end. I mean, this guy who's supposed to be a coach, he's all on the camera flexing and like acting hard as if he's the player. Homie, your time, if there was a time, has been long gone. Come on, bro. Like
Embarrassing.
it's really embarrassing, honestly. Like I don't. What's that word you use? Cringe. It's almost like cringe because it's like you're over here in the camera showing off because you got kids, little 7, 8, 9-year-olds fighting during the pregame, and you think it's hard. You think that's teaching something. That's not teaching anything. It's not making them better. It's actually teaching them bad habits. It's teaching them when they're 16 and actually playing real high school level football, that when something doesn't go their way, to go out there and swing on the player. And now that's a bad. How's that helping them get to college? It's all connected. How's that helping them get to the next level? How's that helping them stay and continue playing on that high school team? It's not smart. It's not toughness. You want to play physical, then teach them the game of football the right way. And teach them that way.
Look how it starts. Like they
set it up.
Yeah,
like they look like hockey. Like hey, pregame, y'all gonna fight, and the coaches just walking around just like letting it happen.
Look at the coaches, homie.
Like God forbid something happens for real though. One of those little guys really get hurt, and then for you to. Yeah, homie, you like, come on, bro, put your arms down.
The problem I have is if I'm a daddy and I sent my kid to play in this league, I'm beating the fuck out of one of these coaches.
See,
that's the problem that I don't. That's the issue, though, man. Like this is the issue I have. Like, dog, who's fucking letting this go down? You want your kid playing in this shit? If you're a real serious father about your baby moving on and going into high school and figuring out all the shit that's going on right now.
The problem is a lot of these kids, and listen, I'm just guessing, and I shouldn't do this, but it is what it is. I bet you a lot of these kids ain't got no father in their life. Probably, it's probably a lot of single parent homes with mothers who, again, it's not their fault. Mothers don't know no better. They trust in you. Like, all right, cool. That's part of football, I guess. You know.
And I'll be honest, the real part of it is, the real part of this is, especially in the inner city, is the mama's fucking the coach. Or the fucking 7-on-7 guy or what have you, and that's really the truth of it. The mama's actually out there fucking that motherfucker, and that's why the kid is there. Like that's why the baby is on the team. I'm just gonna be real. That's the first problem there is, and she wants to make sure that's how the kid end up going to this shit, and she don't realize that the coach is fucking a lot of the mamas. Like, you got to understand, homie, and they're not just for you. Like, this is so bad, homie. I'm telling you, I got horror stories I can tell you for years on this show.
Horror stories or horror stories?
Like horror stories meaning bad stories. Like about youth football. Like, it's the worst possible. I know. It's the worst level, though. Yeah. Like, it is the worst level. Like, seriously. Yeah, we fought Garden City, but it wasn't a bench clear, by the way.
It wasn't a playing thing, was it?
Yeah. No, and by the way, if you're really going to compare youth football to college, you're just a fucking moron.
Number one, that's that. Number two, I don't think you said, "Hey, y'all pregame, better go fight them." It was
after the fucking game ended.
Shit happens, right?
Yeah. And by the way, and it ended. It didn't get into a fucking escalation. There was no helmets being thrown. There wasn't any of that, contrary to your belief, on out there. So guess what? My team never got into a bench clear, by the way. I was the one talking shit to the coach. I started that. Don't get it twisted. So, and guess what? Own what you do. I own that shit. So, is what it is. No, I'm not 215, Joey B. Far from that. If I was 215, I'd look like a fucking, I don't know, fucked up. I'd be looking like, I look horrible at 215 right now. I look like a crackhead.
You gotta do.
Smitty, there's other topics I guess we got. Last hour of the show.
Are we going straight to it, or are we doing our final?
It's up to you. I don't need a break, but if you do,
I don't need a break either. All I know is Bailey had a little commercial lined up. That's why I asked that for Savannah Bananas. Let's keep this shit. I mean, we gotta do it. We can keep going. I never need a break. You know, I'm not soft, so it is what it is. Let's keep that rolling, man. This is a bad look too, man. This is a bad look, and it's a guy I brought up the other day on the football side, but former NFL superstar, man, one of the greatest running backs of all time. Adrian Peterson got into a fist fight with a poker player a couple weeks ago, man, over a dispute over a hand. And I ain't gonna lie, man, this dude, if you watch the video, AP got his ass beat. Watch it close. Watch it close a couple times.
He leading with his left. I don't understand. It's not even. It's not even.
Here you go. He gonna miss, and then White Boy gonna counter. Pow. Counter again, pow. And he trips right here. Boom, 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 boom.
No, he
Like,
cuts him on the
AP
wall
up.
over here. He cuts him right here. He catches him like 3 times right here. Watch.
He did, yep.
Right here. Bop, 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 bop.
Like, Adrian Peterson cannot fight at all.
No, he can't.
And I'm not saying I got the best hand. I'm not saying that, but I'm just watching it. This is really bad. Like, use your strengths. This is a regular civilian.
Athletic, homie.
But I'm saying this is a regular civilian. Pick this motherfucker up and drop him on his head. If you don't have hands, cool.
Little
Pick
Mexican.
him up and scoop him. Why are you trying to swing? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, little Mexican too.
You feel what I'm saying, JB? Like, I don't know, man. It was just
No
wasn't
offense to the
smart.
Mexicans. There's some Mexicans with some hands, but I'm just saying, homie.
Now, I don't think this guy could hit hard because AP was kind of eating him, but nevertheless, he's landing.
Remember, AP got the strongest handshake have you ever had?
Ooh, his counter was
horrible right there. That looks horrible. He
tried to haymaker him, but like, bro, you're in a fight. Get some jabs.
He put
in
his
there.
left out and left his whole jaw open like this.
His hands down the whole time. There's no sort of like protection of the jaw. This is
We need Steve Ken. We need Steve Ken to break this down.
Yeah,
But this is a horrible look. I one of our homeboys,
is that Cisco?
Kason tweeted like, "Damn, AP, you down bad. Your hands are horrible."
Yeah, this is really embarrassing.
The homie Avion come on the show.
It's hella embarrassing, homie.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. Look at him right here.
It's a bad look on that. Like, he's bigger than Adrian Peterson. We always had this discussion, like football player versus basketball player.
Yeah,
this, that.
football. Yeah,
it fucks us up, you know. Like, I'm done, man. I don't want to look at it no more. It's making me mad a little bit. It's like embarrassing, bro. Like, it fucks. Like, Bailey, you should be mad. Anybody who played football should be mad right now because it fucks with our brand. This is not a representation of all of us, y'all. I'm gonna let you know that right now.
I'm gonna be honest. He has hit rock bottom in life, homie, and I feel for him, but I don't. But I do. It's like he's hit rock bottom in a lot of ways. Filed for bankruptcy. He's gotten caught with some domestic issues.
He's got kids and shit. Yeah,
he's hit rock bottom, bro.
He was so good on the field, though.
Yeah, man, he's hit rock bottom. I don't know what's happening with him. Hopefully, the cat recovers in life. I don't know. Because a lot of guys that are so great in sports, they get so many opportunities. They get ample opportunities that the average Joe just will not get. So I don't believe his opportunities are dead yet. But they're dying slowly, homie. Because there's somebody out there that he knows, a booster of Oklahoma that owns a car dealership or something like that. Because I've talked to greats like Roy Williams and buddies of mine who obviously have my dogs. And they're like, JB, that's who they deal with, the boosters, which is a whole nother reason why I say it's so bad on these kids going to 4 different schools. They have no real, relationships built with these people that own companies and businesses in the town that you played for. Adrian Peterson is so revered and regarded in such a high light in Norman, Oklahoma, that he walks around Norman, Oklahoma, homie. He is God.
Yeah.
Like, don't get it twisted.
Yeah, I think in Minnesota they still fuck with him too.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So I'm sure there's people out there. If he went and humbled himself and just said, "Look, man, I'm down bad. I need something to."
I still fuck with him. I mean, he come on this show once a week if he wants to during the season. He just got to calm down a little bit. Keith Smith said it makes us look bad, like including himself. Like us, like saying like he's a football guy, like it makes us all look bad. So anyway, Kelsey Plum, she was not a fan of the WNBA fans asking for autographs outside of her hotel, man. Look at this video.
The bus was right here.
Don't y'all find that kind of weird? Low-key? Like low-key, come on.
A little, but
I'm really turned off right now.
I'm just a fan.
I know, I appreciate that.
You sign one? You can put my name on it. Awesome.
I'll sign one.
That's what I get you on that one.
Yeah.
Keep killing it this year. Appreciate that.
Whichever one.
I kind of feel her though, I mean, she wasn't trying to be disrespectful. She just saying like, damn, like I'm at my hotel, like, I got my sweats and shit on, I'm trying to chill, like that shit kind of weird. Like, what you want? It's basically what she's saying, like, what you want?
Here's the issue I have. There's two parts that you attack this with. One that's saying is the dude asking for the thing cringe and weird, asking for the autograph. I've seen grown men 55 years old ask Michael Jordan for an autograph. So trust me, there's people out there that want an autograph if they're a fan of yours. I The other side of me is from the perspective of, and I'm not no A-list guy or Plum or anybody like that on that level, but I'm around Pat Perez and other guys who hang out with, like, I've been around with the Bookers of the world who live by Pat and golfing with those guys and JJ Watt who lives by Pat and Charles Barkley, and seeing these guys, and not once have I ever seen them turn down an autograph. So I would never do one either. I would never turn it down and act too good. When I see guys like that, never turning it down. And I've seen Michael Jordan stop things he's doing to address the fan base. Because without the fans, like, you'll hear it from these big time A-list guys. Without the fans, we're nothing. But when we forget that, I think is when we become nothing. I don't know. There's two perspectives, I guess. This is not a Michael Jordan by any means. And we get into this, and I'm not a fan of WNBA, and I'd talk all my shit about it. But for a league that's kind of struggling, let's just be honest, that needs the viewership and the fan support, it's ironic to me that you're kind of going after your fan base that wants an autograph or whatever they want from you. You can call it weird for the guy sitting there.
She signed it. She signed it.
Yeah, but like the whole issue of, like, it was such a hassle. I find it kind of ironic, homie. Like, come on, man. Why don't she just sign in and walk in? She got support. She got security.
He probably found it weird. Like, what hotel I'm staying at. You knew somehow what time it's just like, he probably made her feel more comfortable.
They know the teams where they are.
I don't be knowing that.
They know where the teams stay, homie. Like, there's fans outside the fucking Denver Nuggets last year when they beat the Lakers in the playoffs. You remember Aaron Gordon's walking down Fig. Come on.
Well,
it's not like it's not a hidden thing no more, social media, Smitty. Let's be real. We talk about it all the time. We could DM LeBron James and he likes it, and motherfuckers really think they're involved in his life. They really think they know LeBron James now.
Yeah, they do. They be like, oh yeah, he likes it.
Yeah.
He saw my message.
Yeah, so we got like two parts of this. Like, so are you into it with your fans and your supporters and your social media? Motherfuckers, follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. You want everybody to follow our channel, and that's why I want to keep it real and engage with the fans, whether you're a member or not. I want to be able to engage with the fans, the OGs, everybody that's been in this channel and at least become a subscriber or a member. I'm not going to act too good not to address you, even whether I talk shit or not. Giving you the time of day is something that I at least giving you that respect. You're here. That's the part I have a problem with, because the life's short-lived, Smitty. I'll be real. Like, we're going to be dead and buried, and everyone's going to be forgetting about all that shit. Dog, At least pay homage. Pay homage to the people that at least want something from you, that you're somebody for them to want. Pay them the homage.
That's fair. I be having fans, stop me all the time, want to take a picture and all that stuff.
Like, imagine you just walk by and fuck you.
Right, I always be like, you know what? Yeah, you know what I mean? As long as you're respectful and stuff, it's like, why not, man? They're supporting you. They take, fans be like, it's hard for me to walk around outside these days. I'm thinking about getting security myself, so I get it, but it just without the fans is nothing. My time won't speak for yourself. My time on this show is what it is. So, I get it. I understand it. New Orleans Super Bowl. I'm here with all the Hall of Famers and big time analysts, and they want to take a picture with me instead of the people that are on the air. So I get it. I'm on TV now once a week, every Monday or Tuesday on the Truth Lounge, being a security guard, and JB show's blown up. We almost hit 100,000 subscribers, so I get it.
Last night, Ruben got off work, met me at a little bar. Sweetie, I don't go out too much.
Never do.
And there was a little female fan, younger, and Ruben got his perverts on.
What?
And usually we don't ever do stuff like this, but somebody we were with took a video of the female fan of mine. Cute girl. She was like 23, so I would never obviously mess with her. She was 25. Ruben said.
Okay, damn.
But she came over and hugged me and said, I'm a fan. I hugged me and boop to boop, and I'm a fan. And then she turned and then she did something that Ruben immediately went into crying tears over, because we've had a viral moment on this show regarding what this young fan did. And everyone's already like, JV, what are you about to do? I'm not lying. This is a true, real video. Why are we all nervous, Paris? I swear to God. Ruben, where you at? This is a real video that was taken last night by the homie as Ruben started to laugh because of the positioning of the video. And we thought it was interesting. Take a look at the video.
Huh? Who took this video? Who took it?
Homie.
The homie took it. You play one more time? Yeah, please play one more time, please.
Why?
I just want to break it down and evaluate it. Zoomed in at the end. That's interesting. Okay.
Ruben said, if she was green, if there was a green human, like if you were born green,
yep.
Like there's white, there's black, there's Mexican. If you're born green, she would have been naked. That's how tight her pants were, I guess. But she came over, showed me love and everything. Very pretty girl, cute girl. But Ruben pointed out that it was a scene from our show. And he immediately said that that would be something that I would take to the lounge for some reason. Do you remember any of that? Do you understand what he's saying? What?
Exactly what he's talking about, homie.
It took you this long to realize, homie?
That's right up. That's right. Yeah, it did. I'm been lit all fucking day. I've been drinking all night. Damn. That makes perfect sense, homie. Show you gotta put JB right here. You gotta take me out and put the video next to it of her. Put the picture on there, and then JB doing his thing. Let's put it next to each other. That's crazy, homie. That's literally your style. That's literally. He do your thing, JB. He said it up. It's gonna take a minute. That's literally what you were talking about, like weeks ago, on the stool, perfectly set up, shorty right there with the green, and then you right. Look at that. Scoot over a little bit, JB. Keep going. Keep going. All right, now we go. Here we go. This is perfect. Damn, homie. Damn, homie. Homie.
Now you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly what he's talking about, homie. Verbatim now, homie. Did you get a number, like just in case, or?
Nah, too young. I can't fuck with it. Ask Ruben. I didn't.
I mean, Bill Belichick. I mean,
yeah, I just can't do it. She's younger than my daughter, homie. Can't do it.
But you don't really. Chris said, "I'm never sitting on a stool in public."
And she was in them them pants that make your ass even look bigger.
Yeah, some tight ass like leggings. They have the contour under.
They got like a fucking like a hard ass thing. I just fucking brother that had them, and I'm like, hey, you ain't got that much ass, and it looked like you got major ass.
It's called contour. They put it underneath the cheek to really isolate, and then it's the automatic wedgie.
I was telling Ruben,
individual cheek that isolates them, make them look.
I was telling Ruben, like, dog, that's not really all her ass. Like, and he was like, "What do you mean?"
I mean, it is her ass, but it just makes it like it looks good though. It's a great invention. I like them though. I don't give a fuck. I like how the ass look in there.
What about her? That girl there?
Well, I'm married, so. But I think she's good for you and Ruben though. I think one of y'all.
Okay, just judge the ass real quick. One more time. Can you guys in the chat judge the ass? Ruben, show the thing, Bailey.
I wish you would have stood up. We could have really saw how it like sit, because it's hard to tell because white girls got weird booty sometimes. Sometimes white girls
Mexican.
I think it's solid. Like it's cool. Like it ain't nothing. It ain't no blah blah. But it's cool. Like it's soft. You know.
It actually was. It actually was like when she stood up. It was actually like.
That's why I didn't see it standing up.
It was more impressive than I thought. Like I mean, it was a little more impressive than I was like, oh shit.
She's
like,
straight.
Real pretty girl too.
Well, you didn't get a number, so.
No top, no upper body, but she was in shape. She just came from the gym.
You can deal with that, homie. You can deal with that. Titties are titties. Big, small, medium. Teaser's cool. Ruben, standing was straight on me. Ruben funny as hell.
Ruben sleep most of the time in the booth.
I know. Ruben,
he just got up work. He just got work, and he's
back
at work.
Now you gotta get that. You gotta get that check, Rube. Like on a serious note.
He just left work, and then we went out.
He's always sleep.
Richard Porter, that's not a picture. It's a video. We just showed you the fucking video, Richard Porter.
Ruben be in the kitchen like sleep, standing up like this. I didn't call him sleep like that at your crib multiple times.
Yes, it's free game Friday on me.
Let's throw a party at your house, Jason, before August hits. Like a big ass party.
That close up was crazy.
The zoom in was silly. The zoom in was silly as hell.
Yeah, who zoomed in like that?
Whoever was recording, so it had to be you.
Huh?
Whoever was recording, so it had to be you and Rube.
So Smitty, you saw those little babies in the youth football thing, the shit we broke down,
and
we were talking about the youth is in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
You go about 4 more years in advance from that youth football,
and
then you start taking your your yearbook pictures, and those youth football kids turn into these kids taking the yearbook picture. This is why you can't just be anybody coaching these kids, because this turns out to be this. What's fucking wrong with these babies? What's wrong with these kids, homie? I smack the shit out of you. You take a picture of a yearbook, and I come get the yearbook picture.
My mama be pissed. Yearbook picture was like very important back in the day.
Fucking right, and that's the picture they took and put it on a frame in the fucking on your
at
my grandma's house. It was a picture of
the little kickback frame with the little leg.
Yeah, homie. Yeah. Fucking Lamar Jackson. Fuck.
What you mean, Lamar? Leave Lamar alone, homie.
That's why he does this shit, homie.
No, he do it to stay warm in this Baltimore. He wears
in Florida, like, a lot of players wear that shit. Summer? In Florida in the summer,
I see Tucker like they wear that. My boy Sheldon wear long sleeve. Everybody got their thing. Lamar does that to keep his blood flowing. Don't do that to Lamar, homie. Leave Lamar out of this type of shit.
Hold on.
She sit on the motherfucker. I don't want to demonstrate, but she sit on it like this.
I don't want to demonstrate, but he demonstrate.
The ass is off.
I don't want to demonstrate, homie. And then demonstrates.
Look at the peep, though.
Only issue I have with her, she's kind of hunched back. She's not like.
Yeah, I would have had to adjust her.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
I would have had to adjust her a little.
Like, the first thing you have to do is use that thumb and like push her back in immediately. Like her low back, because like she's sitting kind of like this.
You grab both sides and you pull it back.
Or you can grab the shoulders.
It's all about the legs, man. It's all about the leg. You gotta get the legs kind of over the side.
Sure, but it's also an inverse. It's like the back needs to go in and the shoulders need to go back. You need to like do this to her. You see what I'm saying?
Nah, see that the bottom has to come off more.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So scoot all the way back.
Yeah,
lean forward. Ah, shit.
She was just on it like she was on it like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to get the legs. You got to get the legs off, homie, more.
Yeah, I hear you.
Huh?
No, I got you. Yeah.
I'm just showing you.
I know, we appreciate that. Thank you.
I just want to show you guys what I'm saying. Smitty, Lamar Jackson, going back to that comment. I was going to show Eddie's fucking comment because Eddie's been on a good one lately, and then he just said, I don't see no problem with this. He took your side on this.
Call in, Eddie. I remember seeing that picture, the young one.
I thought that was you on the top left.
Why?
When you were a baby.
Man, stop. I'm trying to find my baby picture right now because you keep saying
I've seen the baby picture, homie. That was you on the left. That was you on the top left. Who's the guy on the bottom left, though?
Oh, no, homie.
He got the hat on top of the thing. Like he about to hit a lick.
This D Jones.
D Jones on the bottom left?
Yeah.
That's your boy Rio.
Yeah, that's Rio. That's 100% Rio.
Who on the bottom right, though?
On the dead homies, that's Rio.
I mean, who the fuck covered his whole face on the top right, though, with the hat on?
He the most serious one, actually. Bottom right, just bullshit. He's smiling. He a good dude. He's just fucking around. Bottom, just like the diagonals, those are the ones you got to worry about. The dude with the red on, he just a silly class clown being funny. Dude with the blue being funny. But the dude with the whole face covered, like a fucking Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero, and the young dude standing up, holding his jacket off, them the motherfuckers you need to watch in 2 years.
Oh, no, the cat on the bottom left is the one that stabbed a white boy in Texas. The other one on the top left is a good kid. He just funny. He doing what they told him to do.
He cool. He cool as hell. You can tell he's smiling.
That was you. That's what I'm saying. That's you.
He's smiling like a motherfucker. He's super cool.
Yeah.
They're homies.
Yeah, you got to worry about those other two.
I
agree to that. I agree to that.
Baby picture, homie.
We already seen your baby picture, homie.
We got some old pics of us, man, on the yacht.
Damn, that's tight.
That shit hard, homie.
You should blow that up.
That shit cold. That shit hard as hell, homie.
It's crazy how the yacht's gotten better, like more shit, bigger TV, barbecue, and you just avoid it like a motherfucker. That's what's crazy about it.
Damn, I was really like just rolling on that motherfucking yacht. I was chilling that day though, homie, with the water and shit in the back. That shit hard.
Look at that, homie. We gotta do that, homie. That was in January or something, wasn't it?
It was cold in the bitch in that motherfucker. Yeah,
homie, it was like in the morning of it, and you won't come in the summer. That's
4
crazy.
in the morning, homie. 4 in the morning. Damn, I got so much content in here, homie.
Yeah, I gotta clean my phone. That's tight. Look at that.
That's hard, homie. You gotta blow that up. Put that in the right there in the cigar lounge.
I lost that fucking beanie, homie.
No, you didn't.
Oh, you got that gray beanie. That gray beanie hard too.
I don't think I kept it though.
That's
I was like 12 right here.
Thank you. That's the kid on the far left on the top left, homie.
I have my earring in my left ear. I look exactly the same too, by the way.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Exactly the same.
That's not. No, you don't.
I'm trying to find like my baby picture though.
Speaking of baby pictures, though,
go find it.
Nepotism is kicked in.
I love nepotism. I love nepotism.
The NBA, Steve Kerr has hired his son.
As he should. But he's been on the staff. Like they just like brought him. You know what I mean? Like brought him back down. Damn. Got some shit in here, boy.
No way, that's his son. Not his real son.
Yeah, it is.
Who's the mom? Who's the mom?
Why does that matter?
Huh?
Why does that matter?
Where'd he get those ears? That's Steve Kerr's son?
Yeah. Nicholas.
He Russian? That's not him.
That is him.
That's him right there. That's fucking the cat from that movie. What's that show? What's that show? What's the movie that there's like 1,000 of them?
Mission Impossible, Fast and Furious.
Nah, the little like back in the day one, the one like in the fucking
Batman,
the Hobbits and all that.
Oh shit!
What's the name of that? I never watched it.
Star Wars, Star Trek.
Nah, homie, there's like 6 or 7 of them. You know the whole, the Hobbits and all that. What's that show called? The movies. There's a gang of them. There's a gang of them.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. Homie, that's that cat.
He the Lord of the Rings cat, homie. That's his son. No, they look just alike. Just the ears are just different.
I tweeted out something about it.
You tweeted out what you said. Was something negative?
What?
Was it something negative that you said or what?
I don't know if it's negative. I think
homie, I'm always on the yacht, homie. I stay on the yacht, homie.
That was the first day I got the boat.
I'm always on the yacht. Look,
homie, I didn't even have the decking in yet. The boat's got, look at the bitumen's all falling off and shit.
That's how I like it. I like when it's fucked up. I don't like when it's too nice now. Like I can't get comfortable now. I feel like if I drop something, it's a wrap. Like,
anyway, I think I said that his son is a he/they pronoun.
Oh my God, bro.
I think he said he goes by he/they when he introduces himself.
Well, never assume, homie.
Huh? What happened?
I got Nike sponsors watching right now. I got Under Armour watching, and they just heard that.
Damn, you sent me all kind of shit. These are old school.
I got all type of shit, homie, in here. It's like good shit.
So
in
much
here,
like
homie.
leaner now. Like
you was fat as hell right there.
August already coming too.
I try to tell you, was fat as shit right there, homie. Fat than the motherfucker right there.
I'm clean though. God
You was
damn.
clean though. You was clean though. That white with the hat.
Yeah, bro. That fucking cream. That's a cream.
With the red and white your digs on your feet.
During that one?
Nah. The one I was talking about was the one before. You remember the one before?
We was walking down the street.
You had the all red Subaru Dickie shorts on with the
I remember I changed. I was like, I can't go in there like this. Cause I like, dog.
You was banging in there, motherfucker. You was banging in there.
It was hot as fuck though.
Hot as shit.
And I was texting Dana, like, can I wear shorts in this motherfucker?
Yeah, homie.
I would have looked stupid because nobody had shorts on. Homie.
Nobody, homie. You was in there shorts. You was sued out, homie. You was like, this shit was crazy in there. We got a lot of shit, bro. It's crazy, like looking at the history though over the years. Like, damn, we did a lot of crazy shit.
Look at the studio, bare ass.
That shit crazy. Nothing anymore.
Damn, shit's fine. Time flying by. Homie.
It's crazy. I'm like, we about to die soon. Like,
got no shot to. You got no choice but to make this thing work.
Yeah, we got to. Like this.
Or you wasted 2 years of your life.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be pissed, and then I'm about to press you after that.
Speaking of pressing, the Dodgers owner who just bought the Lakers, is now trying to buy everybody.
He got hella money, homie.
He's trying to buy everything.
I'm not sell a show to him.
He's trying to buy everything.
And then you stay governor though.
So he want to buy everything in LA.
Yeah.
Lakers, Dodgers.
You trying to monopolize everything.
Kings and the Rams.
Monopoly.
Like he's not even that old. I mean, I want to know what his background is.
Yeah, what does he do?
I gotta look in his background. Probably some investment fucking chart.
He gotta do something like crazy. Well, I think he owns like a TWG Holdings. It's like a little
exactly. White collar criminal. They all are.
Bro, what you got planned for the weekend, Jason?
I'm gonna break down the transcendent talents in NFL.
The whole weekend? That's what you're doing?
Well, I've been working on something, and I want to give you guys a little insight on it.
Can you talk about it right now?
I think there's 6 transcendent quarterbacks in the NFL right now.
Break it down.
There's Patrick Mahomes and there's Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson,
and
I believe Matthew Stafford. And then I think there's 8 borderline stars. And I believe Jalen Hurts and Jaden Daniels have entered the borderline stars, along with Jared Goff, Jordan Love, Justin Herbert, probably Dak Prescott, because if he wins some playoff games, I would think you would consider Prescott a star because of the money he makes, and he is a talented quarterback, but he just doesn't have the it factor.
How is Jalen Hurts a borderline star when he's a Super Bowl champion?
Because it doesn't mean that, like, there's been Super Bowl champions that aren't stars. I mean, I've been saying I also have the CJ Stroud in that list. And then I have the promising prospect list that I'm working on. And I got Drake May and Bo Nix in that list. And I don't know who else goes in there. Is it Baker Mayfield? Is it a possible JJ McCarthy? Is it a possible Caleb Williams?
The boy for the Broncos.
Bo Nix, I already said it.
Yeah.
Is there a who's the promising guys? And then you got the volatile veteran. The volatile veteran. And who's a volatile veteran, Smitty? Just signed.
Russell Wilson.
Aaron Rodgers. I would say a volatile veteran would be Aaron Rodgers, possibly a Geno Smith, possibly at this point, Trevor Lawrence is going to probably be in my volatile veteran list, along with Tua, Kyler Murray. And what list does Sam Darnold fall in? And then I got my prize project list, Smitty. Prized project list. And that is a possible Cam Ward incoming. I believe he's in that prize project list. I don't believe AR5 is in there, but I got Justin Fields in that prize project list. From what I've seen this offseason, I think he's changed some mechanical things. I think he's going to be better. Bryce Young, I think he's gonna have a good year. I do. And Russell Wilson was also in my volatile veteran list.
Okay, so I was right. Okay.
Michael Penix is in my prize project list. And then we're gonna see the youngster Tyler Shook, whatever you pronounce his name.
Shook, but it's crazy that it's Shook. I don't understand how it's Shook.
And then you're gonna see, is it gonna be a Dylan Gabriel? Is it gonna be a Shador Sanders? Is it gonna be one of these rookies that have been drafted? I don't know. But I'm working on that right there, Smitty, as we get ready for the football season.
I like that, homie.
So I just want to give you a little insight on that. And then where does Brock Purdy fall? Where does Brock Purdy fall into that list? Is something. So I'm doing a little workup. We're gonna break it down. So we're a serious show when football season hits. We're gonna have some real shit for you guys. We're gonna be breaking it down on the board. We're gonna break it down weekly as these guys perform and we get to see them. Herbert and Trevor Lawrence and Kyler Murray are on my shit or get off the pot list. They have to shit or get off the pot, bro. They're going to have to win some playoff games eventually before we take them serious. I don't know any other way to say it.
I like that, homie. I like that breakdown.
I did mention Jordan Love. I had Jordan Love way up in the early on discussion. I had Jordan Love in my borderline start list.
Yeah, borderline star.
Yeah,
I like that, homie.
Because he can throw it, he could spin it. Jordan Love's got all the tools. But where is he? Like I gotta see it. Can he stay healthy? Can he win some playoff games?
Got to be a little better, I think. Yeah, health. Yeah, a few things there.
And then I'm gonna have the borderline bus list. And the borderline bus list, Smitty's gonna have some guys that are on the should have get off the pot list. Like, seriously, Kyler Murray is on that borderline bus list along with Trevor Lawrence.
Nah, Kyler Murray's not on there. Kyler Murray's not on that list.
Why? What's he done?
Kyler Murray's almost been the MVP one year.
What's he done, though?
He ain't been on no bus. He's better than Trevor Lawrence.
So what's he really done, though?
Better than Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence won a playoff game.
Into the playoffs.
Trevor Lawrence won a playoff game.
He ain't never in the MVP discussion ever.
Don't matter. He won a playoff game, though.
Yeah, because fucking Justin Herbert gave it to him, homie. I mean, do you remember that game?
No, I remember they almost beat the Chiefs, too.
Man,
that team was pretty good. That Jacksonville team was pretty fucking good, homie.
Ain't no damn near, homie. The team been good, but just the quarterback ain't been good, homie. His stats is aligned perfectly with Daniel Jones.
I had Baker in there, Justin. I mentioned Baker, homie. Smitty, you're going to come up with a list. I do agree. You're going to have a damn near list. Who's damn near? Damn near good or bad?
That might be a good segment, like for the season, like Darnell's damn near list or Darnell's damn near something. You know what I mean? Damn near with Darnell.
Well, you just said it. Kyler Murray damn near got an MVP. Well, yeah, he's also damn near never won a playoff game.
Yeah, I like that. Damn near is crazy. It's crazy how shit organically just happens with this show. Like, I don't know how damn near became something. I just started saying it and you called it and then boom. All right. So your weekend is solid. It sounds like you're gonna be working all weekend, no fun, no cooking. So
I'm gonna cook probably. I think the Ruben's gonna come, a couple of homies gonna come over. I'm gonna play some poker tomorrow.
I'm going to the shooting range tomorrow with my homie. I don't know which one we going to.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I know he says like an hour away or something. So I gotta see which one we going to, but if I'm riding with him, I might go ahead and get my first little strap.
Is it BPS shooting range or white people shit?
I think it's a white people shooting range because we driving out a little minute.
So they're gonna make you shoot like this.
Mm-hmm.
You go to the BPS that you shoot like this.
Man, you so fucking racist, homie.
You didn't know that? No, real shit. I mean, I go to the homie shooting range, homie. The motherfucker out here like this.
I would never want to shoot like that. It makes no sense at all.
Real shit, homie. No bullshit. I was like, come on, homie. Man. I was like, come on, homie. You can't shoot like this on the range, homie.
Watching too many movies, homie.
White people shit though. They get behind you. They fucking
the eye got to be locked in.
Yeah, homie.
If I get a gun tomorrow, what should I get?
I get you. Huh?
I need something just for the crib.
A 17, Glock 17 for the house.
Glock 17 for the house.
Small enough to still put in the car if you go get the license. And then it's and it's small enough to move around and shit. It's not too big. You know what I'm saying? 19 gets a little too big. Put it in your waist or in the car.
17, a Glock ain't no safety on a Glock, right? Get straight to it.
That's why I keep it unclipped on my nightstand. I leave it unclipped, but it sits out. I'm solo dolo. I don't have nobody living with me, so it's right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nightstand. Ooh, clips right there. Clips right there. Actually, sometimes
hear a noise, check your ring camera, grab the strap.
Sometimes it clips halfway in.
Oh shit! So you always kind of ready.
And then you know where that big boy is.
Oh, that motherfucker's beautiful. We got to go out and just play with that pause one day. I'm just curious of what it do. It's light. The motherfucker. That motherfucker crazy. Never seen that in my life.
Yeah.
Know how you got that on, bro? I sent hella shit in our group chat. Like I found the video you walking with the red pants on me. All that shit, crazy. You had the blue bucket hat, blue long sleeve with the red shorts and the JB funny as hell, y'all. Y'all gotta meet this motherfucker, y'all. Y'all gotta meet this motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, hey, who Coach JB think he is? I'm about to roast him. He out here thinking he thugging.
I'm walking like Otani though. He walking like he cool as hell. He walking.
They ain't see it. They ain't see
it. Josh Hess corrected me. I said it wrong, Smitty. I got both because I got a 17 and a 19. The 19 is the smaller one. My bad.
Got you.
That's the one you want. You want the 19.
Okay, bet.
I got I got the 17 on my nightstand, and I keep the 19 in the whip. But anyway,
You do what? You do what with the 19?
The 17 is on my nightstand, and that's got the. I went and spent the money, and I got the infrared put on that, and some other things. The 19 I keep it on my way to the car and shit like that.
You got lights for that? Rio said Glock's a little overrated to me.
I mean, each his own.
I like that 9 too. That 9mm crazy.
Nah, I don't like the 9. It's too
heavy for
I don't know. It's just the Glock's kind of transcended. The Glock kind of goes from generation to generation and it still kind of carries the same weight.
Damn, that's
the
deep.
9 and the Desert Eagle and all those things. I've been I had those things as a little kid. It just gets too heavy and move around too much.
That 9 got that grown man to it though when you shoot it. Like you feel it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just don't know.
I had it since I was a kid. This motherfucker crazy. You are white though. Like y'all go hunting at like 5. So
that 40, the Glock 40.
And hopefully I ain't never gotta use it. But this show's starting to blow up. We gotta be ready.
We had Tech 9s and shit. We were stupid back in the day. But anyway.
Yeah. I gotta have one. People starting to press me outside and shit. Show blowing up. All type of shit happening. So I just gotta be ready. Jazzy Jazz said 43 is my baby.
43rd president?
I don't know. I don't know if you mean like Pascal Siakam. He wears 43. I don't know what she means.
4 + 3, like 7.
Eddie Manyweather said, Smitty, if you need security, I got you. All right. I'm let you know.
You didn't even show up for a Super Bowl party, homie. Stop.
That is true, Eddie.
We can't rely on you to show up, homie. We out here holding our dick in our hand thinking you showing up. You don't even show up.
I be out here
now nobody got no heat on them because you're supposed to bring the heat because you got license and security.
Yeah, that's true. You really didn't show up though, bro. That's crazy. I was there. Bailey was there. Like this last Super Bowl party was fat. He had the 2 shorties who run the flag football league. Everybody was at this one. We had games and we had
Who was there?
No, I was saying like everybody pulled up for this. It was like fat this last week. You had the tattoo dude. You had Bailey actually flew out. I was there. Steve Kim was there. You had the taco dude was there.
Homie Keone showed up. Keone and his wife. Shout out to Keone, DJ and the Pump Brothers.
Keone, yeah.
He brought his wife out on the yacht.
But his yacht, yeah, he was there. You had the flag football league, the 2 shorts.
Vince was there.
Vince was there. Yeah.
And Eddie wasn't there.
You had the 2 shorts that run the flag football league with the tattoo. Like everybody was there, homie, and Eddie wasn't there.
Who? You keep bringing up somebody. Who was there with tattoos?
Tattoos.
You keep bringing up tattoos. I don't get it.
No, I would have said there's a lot of people there. If somebody who run like a flag football league was there, or like a 7-on-7 or something was there, and they were helping Bailey with the little game.
Ruben came over to the crib the other day, and he was like, he stays in the guest room when he comes over. Sometimes he found up a blow up mattress.
He said
it was Bailey's. And I forgot I bought a Bailey like a fucking big ass queen size blow up mattress for the office.
Yeah.
And then Ruben found it the other day.
That's funny as hell, homie. That's my guest room, by the way. I don't really want Ruben staying in there. So if he could stay somewhere else, like in the living room or something, that'd be a little better for me.
Like I got so many other rooms that I didn't put beds in them though, because
that room was like my room though. Like I was like the third person to stay there.
I use them for other shit like office, and I got the theater, and then I got the fucking other shit. Like
Chris was there too, by the way.
Yep, Chris showed
and
up.
she was sitting on a bar stool, and I'm gonna leave it at that. And then so Eddie said he didn't make it because his girl got sick. All right, I respect that.
Chris was on the bar stool outside
by the TV. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I do. I'm gonna look at the ring. I'm gonna go back and look at my cameras and see if I could just see who was out there that day.
Yeah, I know people was like looking and talking about one of the homies asked me about whatever. But yeah, that's cool. That's what's up, man.
What happened?
Fire Right Energy brought to you by.
I'm gonna go back and look at the cameras and see if I could look at the outside bar stools.
Don't look too much in the cameras. But I remember like one of the homies was like, damn, who's that kind of thing? Ooh. So yeah, that's cool. That's cool though. But now I got 10 minutes left, man.
Why is kind of thick always the first thing BPS? That's like BPS thing.
Because the first thing we look at is ass. Like faces, like after that, we go ass, thigh, like that, just the thickness. Then we go to
nowadays, it's like a combo for me at my age. Like back in the day, it was just ass. Ass up, face down. You didn't even need a face.
Fuck
I
your
didn't
face.
need you to have a. I didn't need you to have a face.
We call it a butter face.
Yeah, I needed you. You could have a teeth full. It looked like you just bit into a Snickers. I could give a fuck less. You know the Snickers teeth?
Yep.
That got like shit all in it, caramel and fucked up teeth, fucked up.
Look at OG Vince. Look at OG Vince. I'm surprised to hear that from him. He keeping it real.
Oh yeah. I forgot. I don't need to go back on the camera because Roy filmed everything so I could check out who was on the bar stools. I can go chat up Roy. Roy, hit me up.
Oh, shit. Thanks, Eddie. Appreciate you, my guy. Consistent.
Though.
Yeah, I appreciate it though. If everybody did what he did though, this show would blow up. If everybody just did like one membership, or if everybody did $10, like just one like once a day, should it blow up? So I appreciate that, Eddie. Keep doing it, bro. I'm from the hood. I grew up off bologna sandwiches and salami. So like I appreciate that.
Salami is expensive.
Not in Indiana, it wasn't. Fried salami and egg sandwiches, homie, on toasted bread. I just told wifey this morning how much I appreciate her ass. Damn, is this really OG Vince? I'm like, are you lit from Juneteenth? Because he real like he talk on a deeper level. He talk real like, now he on some hood shit, right? I kind of like this, OG. I told my wife how much I appreciate that ass. I want that ass. He's talking crazy. All you need is ass. I love ass. I think ass like triggered OG. Like he tapped into an old space now. Like he's not the same right now.
I love bologna back in the day with Miracle Whip.
Oh shit.
Homie.
Smash that bread together, rip the corners off.
I used to make a burrito when I was young in the hood, and what it was a burrito, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I took ham, bologna, and I chopped it all up.
Yep.
And then I put it in the frying pan.
Ooh.
With green olives.
Yep.
And then I put in a burrito, and I put in a burrito with mayonnaise.
Ooh, shit.
Oh, that motherfucker. That was the hood. That shit was fire.
I would do the same thing, but I would have did ketchup and hot sauce instead of mayonnaise.
Nah, you can't put ketchup on that ham. No, mayonnaise go better.
Homie, I would do like we do fried salami or fried bologna, egg, and cheese sandwiches on toast. I put grape jelly on my toast. Nathan Neves. Y'all know Nathan Neves, homie. Nathan Neves. In and in. Shout out to you, Nathan Neves. Nathan Neves. Appreciate you, Nathan Neves.
Hell yeah, it's free game Friday. Shit, it's Tino
Paris
Friday.
throwing up. Why Paris throwing up? Are you from the hood, Paris? Why are you throwing up? Radio blip mode.
Yeah,
Chris,
man.
Chris from the hood. Spam Wasubi right now.
Who?
Chris like spam. I ain't seen Bundy. He ain't did this in like a couple weeks. I was getting nervous. Y'all been beefing a little bit. Y'all been beefing.
Right. But I got that same picture, homie, and it looks just like me when I was little with the number 12 in the football.
For real?
So when I see Mike Bundy do that, it brings me back memory. Yeah, that's why I wore number 12.
Really? Terry Bradshaw?
No, I just had a picture and I was in 12.
Oh. So you just wore it.
Yeah. So I wore it.
12 is a great quarterback number.
It is. I think the best quarterback. 8 and 12 are my favorites because I was 8 in high school, and then I changed to 12 as I saw the baby picture, and I moved into transition into college. I turned back to 12 because I wore 12 when I was young. Then I transferred to 8 because of Troy Aikman, and then I went back to 12 to my roots because I didn't want to follow nobody. I want to be 12. The guy that baby picture. I didn't want to be 8 because of Troy Aikman. I want to be 12. Make my own 12.
Right.
Yeah. Science fact came out. I read yesterday that gingers are classified as black people.
Yeah, that was big on TikTok. We were talking about that shit at work the other day. I hate that we're doing this.
They say I got red hair, like a red face hair.
I hate that we're doing this now. Y'all not black.
Don't put ginger with y'all. They're not me. They're not white.
What do you mean?
Gingers are a whole nother thing. They're like an albino.
Oh, what you talking about, homie?
They're like an albino.
Gingers are white, homie.
We got 5 minutes, man. Baby, paste the link in there if cats want to call in. Members, you want to call in? Robert Kelly, he wants to call in. Let's see what Robert's talking about.
He might call in and sing.
Ooh, by the way, my lawyer is like when she calls me and asks me certain things, she talks to me about Rob, and I'm like, who the fuck is Rob? Kelly, because I forgot she's defending Robert R. Kelly. So she gonna come on the show though.
When?
Maybe next week.
All right.
Lauren loves the show, by the way. Talk to her.
Lauren Conlon?
Yeah, she loves the show.
Yeah, I saw her the other day on FaceTime. Yeah, she loves the show. She told me she was saying she loves us. She said she loves like our energy. We're funny.
But wait,
and she also told me she was bullshit. I was
What up, coach? What up, y'all, man? What up, coach? Oh shit. I can't hear nobody. Damn,
what you got going on? What you got going on, homie?
Muted. Damn. Fuck.
You can't hear nothing, homie?
Y'all hear me? Oh, y'all can hear me? All right, cool. Yeah, my bad.
Ain't you at work, homie?
Yeah, I'm at work right now, man. I'm over here kind of close by you.
Why is he so low though?
Yeah, your voice real. I think because he has AirPods in. Your voice ain't real. Your voice ain't loud.
I can't hear you though, homie. Why the security beanie though?
Cold. It's cold out here. It's gonna be hot later. It's cold right now.
Cold?
Yeah. I'm out here about USC.
Are you downtown with it? Okay.
Yeah.
Are you by SC?
But yeah, I wanted to go to the party, man. My girl got sick. Her face swelled up. I sent you all that stuff on Instagram, bro. Like I sent you
who swelled up?
His girl face. He said she got sick. Face swelled up.
Yeah, her face swelled up. She had like allergic reaction. Like right, bad timing. Right now.
You on expedition? Were you on expedition?
Yeah, expedition. You probably know. You know where this street is.
I know. I mean, I just go to SC all the time because they got a Trader Joe's that we go to.
USC right over there.
On campus. Be careful down there, homie. The hood right across the street. Be careful out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to come to the next party, man. You stay far. I live in St. Rita. Stay far. I'm like, God damn, man. Like,
Jay, we live far, don't he? Over there, 4577 Riverside. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I need to stay far. Where's Rob Kelly at or whatever? He didn't call in. Robert Kelly, he didn't call in, homie. Rob Kelly, what you talking about? Let me jump on. You got to call in, homie.
Click the link, homie.
Eddie, we'll talk to you later, Eddie.
We can't hear you, Eddie. We sorry, we can't hear you.
Eddie. TJ, what up, TJ?
What up, man? What's going on?
What's going on, TJ? You doing all right?
Doing all right. Hopefully your Pacers win, first of all.
Oh, they will. They will.
Speaking of hopefully the Pacers win, Bailey, add one more person in here because there's somebody else in here.
Uh-oh. Who you
Mr. Joe Accord. What's going on, Joe?
What up, Joe?
I'm out here mowing this mess out here in Yukon, Oklahoma.
What's the weather out there?
It's hot as shit.
Hot as shit. Okay, that's a good weather right now.
Just want to say last night here's my teeth. Last night we got our asses kicked, Smitty, but good luck on Sunday, buddy.
Good luck to you as well. Appreciate you, man.
See you Monday.
See you Monday, man. TJ, what you got going on today, man?
Oh, I'm actually at work. It's my last day at work, and then I'm off for 3 days, and then I go back one more day, and I'm off for 7 days. But
you a bad boy.
Shit.
Loan me some. I know you got paid today. Throw me 1,000 right now.
Shit, I don't get paid until next Friday. I get paid bi-weekly. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I get paid bi-weekly. That's how
you got good.
But
you got good benefits.
Yeah, I do.
Pretty cool.
But I posted something on my Instagram and TikTok not too long ago. It was about Texas A&M's conditioning, and I saw Big Matt reposted it.
McChesney?
It was that. Yeah, he reposted it about A&M's conditioning. I just wanted y'all's take about it.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it. Like, you give us a breakdown real quick. We got 30 seconds.
Yeah, so I saw this guy. He's on the roster for A&M, and it looked like the most abysmal conditioning I've ever seen. And I had to react to it because I'm a Longhorn fan.
Yeah.
For those that know, but I sat there and I was genuinely disgusted by what I saw, and I saw that Matt reposted it on his story on Instagram, and he said, "What the fuck is this effort?" And it had to do with the kids' conditioning. So, if you ever get a chance to see that video, I just want y'all's thoughts on it.
All right, we'll check it out. You cutting out? We'll check it out, TJ.
We'll check it out, TJ. Appreciate you, my guy.
TJ Franco's in the chat. TJ, what up?
Franco.
Out on a walk with my baby girl and my pup doing BPS.
Oh, nice.
Doing BPS and WPS right now, baby.
I like that. BWPS.
All of it.
That's amazing, man.
Where you at? Where you living at?
Santa Clarita, my man.
Okay.
Beautiful place. They have some great homes out there in Santa Clarita.
Yeah, he be out by Chris.
It's hot. I'm burning up. But
Chris who?
Chris live out in the valley out that way.
Okay.
How you know where Chris live at?
Okay, Chris.
Because she's from out that way.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where she live at.
I'm trying to get some clarity. All right.
I'm looking at the bar store seeing if I can find that out.
No, she had that. She was right there. She had them pants on. Okay, man. How your weekend going, T. Franco? You just hanging out with the family, man, chilling?
Yeah, about to take my mom to Ventura, go camping out there by the beach with the kids.
Can't beat that, man. I love it. Family's everything, man. Family. I love that, man.
I'm gonna take the boat up to Ventura.
The boat or the yacht?
Yacht.
Okay, I was gonna get clarity.
Hey, swing by the marina.
I know. I'm gonna go out there, man. I'm gonna take it up there about an hour and a half ride from Long Beach on the water.
Love it.
And
Love
we got to take on this NBA shit though. Who we got? Because I need to place a bet for the game 7.
We got Pacers gonna win, high scoring game. It's gonna be 115, 110.
We can't go with our heart. Big Smitty.
No, we're not. We're not.
What's gonna make me some money?
I'm just going off of what we just saw last night. I'm not sure if you had a chance to turn the ABC on, but the game was last night, and we put a whooping on OKC. Got the momentum all the way back. Halliburton's healthy, and we're gonna win this whole thing Sunday, 115, 110.
Yeah, it was bad. It's terrible.
I'm going OKC. I'm going OKC. I want the Pacers to win my money, but I'm gonna have to go OKC.
We're hitched up, fellas.
Oh, that's you. Okay.
We're hitched up.
Nice.
You got some money. I love that.
I got no money. I'm broke. I'm paycheck to paycheck, just like JB.
Yeah. Hey, man, I'm telling you. Hey, people don't. Bury me with no money. I don't want to give no money to nobody. Spend it all.
Right.
My ass in there. Kiss my ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, T. Franco, I appreciate you, brother. We'll
my guy.
We'll see you on Monday.
Yes, sir. You guys have a good weekend, man. Be safe.
Enjoy. Be safe.
Dead homies. Appreciate you.
TJ Mixum was in there, and then he just lost the camera. So I don't know. But anyway, it's Friday. It's free game Friday. Enjoy the weekend. It's supposed to be nice. Cools down today, though. It's cooling down today. It's been like 105 out here.
It's been like 80 something out here where I'm at.
Smitty's like 115 in Arizona.
I was in the valley yesterday though. It was like 90 something degrees yesterday, almost 100. Oh man. So
it's like 115 in Arizona right now.
I know. Pure heat too. Just
yeah,
heat.
no humidity though. That's a good part. No humidity though.
Yeah, that's amazing. But after a while, that shit get your lips dry. You start it's you know what I mean. You start to feel it. Pause. So
Jazzy Jazz birthday Sunday.
It's Sunday though. So like, okay, so this time it counts because it's Sunday. If it was Monday, we got to wait till next week. But it's Sunday, so happy birthday, Jazz.
Her and Paris kind of close. They're the same sign, I guess. They'd be the same sign or no?
I think so. I'm not big with the signs on that type of stuff.
What sign is that? What sign is that? Yeah, I don't know anything about it.
Mm-hmm. What's the sign right now, y'all in the chat? Like what's the?
What sign are you, Jazzy Jazz?
What sign are you, Jazz? What are you, Jazz? Gemini. Oh, Jazzy said no though. Oh, she's a it's Cancer now. It switched over to Cancer.
Let me see.
It just switched. Cause my brother is a Cancer. His birthday July 1st. So Cancer season is here. I think Chris got a birthday coming up too in July. I think she's a Cancer. These Cancers are crazy. You gotta watch them.
A Cancer woman potentially. What are you, Smitty?
I'm a Capricorn, but I'm on the last day though.
So let me do it. Is a Cancer female versus a Capricorn man compatible? Okay, it says a Capricorn man and a Cancer woman can form a strong, harmonious relationship built on mutual respect and understanding. While the personality is different, their strengths can complement each other, creating a balanced and fulfilling life partnership. Capricorn men and Cancer women are well suited for each other.
Not really sure why you.
They bring out the best in, huh?
No, I mean, this is good information, I guess, just to have. I'm just not really sure why you're trying to see if Capricorns and Cancers like correlate. What are you?
Huh?
What are you?
I forgot.
No, what are you? Your birthday's February 21st.
I'm Pisces.
You crazy motherfucker. See, my wife a Pisces.
Really?
Late Pisces though.
See, I'm a cusp. I'm a different human though.
She March 15th Pisces.
Oh yeah, the March Pisces are a whole nother. I don't.
Nah, y'all crazy though. Pisces are crazy. All y'all are.
No, those Pisces are fucked up.
Y'all two got similarities though. As weird as that fucking sound. That's why I search shit. I'm like, that shit crazy. Like,
yeah, but like I'm a border. Like mine's on the 21st and it changes on the 20th.
My birthday January 19th and it changed on the 20th. I'm the same shit. I'm the same shit.
I'm an anomaly.
No, I am too.
No, because February only got 28 days. See, homie, I'm a whole nother llama. They don't make me.
I'm different, bro. My birthday, my shit is January 19th. It literally changes on the 20th, homie. Dead homies.
Mine changed on 20th, 21st, homie.
But my shit first, because it's January. It's the first of the month. The first month of the year. Shout out to Jack Brunner, man. Real one. Oh, you gotta chill, homie. You can't be showing all this because I don't really know. You don't tell them what I did, nothing. That's my homie Jew.
Who's that broad right there?
What's one of the little? Oh, she was passing around all the little Eagles beads, and she put a spell on the Chiefs. It was crazy. If you it stopped because if Roy would have kept going and went to the left, you would have saw the bar stool situation. It was crazy.
The what?
You would have saw the bar stool situation. Because it was just right there, right under the TV. I remember one of my homies was like, damn, like it was like, she got a little ass. I was like, oh, for real? Because I wasn't looking. Why, Jazzy?
It's a weird question.
Yeah, I think she was passing out shots too. There was a lot going on. We had girls had their titties out, passing out drinks on the fucking poker table.
I clipped the bitch pussy lips together.
I remember that. You unclipped the lips. You had some shorty there.
That was the first.
Some girl had a super fake ass there. There was a lot going on.
That was the first. I never clipped a pussy lip together.
It was cool though.
I didn't smell none.
Would you do it again if it came down to it?
Nah, not that. That was that one broad that was like full BBL.
Super fake, super BBL.
Yeah,
crazy. But I'm saying like whenever like if Jazzy Chris, like if somebody asked you again hey, can you unclip this? Like, would you consider helping them out?
I never heard of the clip. Like, I didn't know what that was. I never seen that before.
So if you had to do it again, like to help somebody out, would you do it though?
Nah, because if somebody else had that, then I just
like Leah, like I'm just saying, like if somebody just needs some help, you wouldn't like help them out with the clip.
Very interesting comment here.
What you mean? Where's that one lady in the Steelers jersey?
He just commented a wife or whatever, didn't he?
Jerome Bettis? Yeah, he did. He did comment on that. I don't know.
That was a specific jersey?
What?
Jerome Bettis, you said.
I didn't say nothing about Jerome Bettis. He is a legend, though, with the Notre Dame, Super Bowl champion, Steelers.
Why did you mention that jersey, though, I'm saying?
Yeah, OG Vince. Why'd you bring that up?
You brought it up.
What you mean?
You just said the Jerome Bettis, homie.
No, I didn't. Because, see, you making shit up now. I mean, you tripping. You losing your mind. Oh. This motherfucker OG must be drunk, homie. That lady was fine as cat hair. That's some OG shit right there.
Her homegirl fine, too. But anyway.
Chocolate brown skin. Yeah, that skin was crazy. What
happened?
Huh? So what woman interested you the most at the party? Trev, if you would have came there, then you could have asked that question yourself. Didn't pull up. Not a real one. Yes, the Bettis jersey. She was the dime piece at the party. This motherfucker hype, homie. Put down the cup. I got a whiskey and ice.
I mean, it's Friday. We're out of here. We'll see you this weekend, Monday, on the Realest Show on Planet ERF. Merciless Monday. We'll take no mercy as we get another week underway. Another week. It puts us with, I think, 10 Saturdays away from college football kickoff. We'll see you on Monday on the Realest Show on Planet ERF. Enjoy the weekend. We'll see you around. Peace.
Mr. Real JB, you better buy the skin real quick.